And we are back again, and here tonight, of course, we have the Oklahoma City Thunder at the San Antonio Spurs. In the previous game, we did unfortunately not get to cover it, of course, but here tonight, tuning in for a pretty pivotal game 4. It is in San Antonio. Thunder are coming off back-to-back victories after dropping game 1. Let's see how San Antonio responds. We have a couple of injuries we got to go over, of course. And so here today, let's get ahead, lock into it, and let's start the show. Okay. We're here back in the building, San Antonio, Oklahoma City. Here we go. I actually wasn't really particularly all that interested in today's game right up until about an hour ago. Just the notion of, oh wait, we get to watch Wemby play, we get to watch SGA play, we get to watch two titan of teams go against each other here tonight. This is going to be a fun one. What am I talking about? Why am I not more excited? And then as I started to prepare things and get things set up and ready to go, I got more and more excited. And so now I'm ready to go. Now I'm locked in. Now I'm a little giddy. We get basketball back in front of us here tonight. CEO King, what's up, CEO King? Jason, what's up, Jason? Cleveland got broke after the last game, after the last loss. Spirit taken. Yup, that one play obviously making the rounds where Cleveland just stopped playing and Jalen Brunson blew past everybody, got the easy layup. Yep, that is a team that is broken. That is a team that no longer believes. Scoreboard, what's up, Scoreboard? Yesterday we broke Cleveland. Yes, indeed they did. They're fighting for the finals. And gave up mid-third quarter, 10 straight wins going to the finals. Man, the team literally could not be playing any better. I don't think it's possible. Bernard Johnson said, don't forget about them cheating refs. Talking about the last game or here tonight, because I think we could have that argument every night. I think the officiating was fine for the most part last night. Obviously, there's some calls that I'm always going to disagree with, but I thought it was fine. You look back on it and go, yeah, all things even, it was fine. Doing too much with them doing too much. After the first game, the Cavs got broken. Yeah, pretty much. Good point. Lano Moniz, DB, Ram Jam, appreciate you guys. Crazy, Christian Blaze, Mark, appreciate y'all. Bernard Johnson, Ahmed. Shout out everybody in the chat. We got Rose, Michael Mack, Coral White. Appreciate you guys. Daniel Berry Sports, as always. What's up, Daniel? Okay, so we have a couple of injuries we got to go over real quick. I guess we could run down Oklahoma City, their player graphics here, which we don't even really use in the playoffs. But we could run down it real quick because J-Dub is out. He was questionable coming in. He is out. The hamstring, whatever it is, I believe it's a hamstring, with him. His 4th hamstring over the course of 2 years. His 2nd hamstring on the same leg this year. It's not looking good. I don't know what the case may be. I don't know if he needs to get stretched out more. I don't know if he needs to alter the way he lands and pivots and moves out on the court. But these hamstrings are taking J-Dub out of it, man. A lot of Mona said they were just standing there watching Brunson put the ball in the basket. Yeah, they're done. Fungpei, what's up, Fungpei? Slap the like because I don't have the proper subscriptions to watch the game. I'm just going to trust whatever you say. Appreciate you, Fungpei. Appreciate you. Danny White, what's up, Danny White? Bernard Johnson said, OKC flopping? Yeah, I hope we have a nice, well-competitive game and the officials don't reward any of the flailing and flopping we'll likely see here tonight, mostly from the OKC side. Hopefully, we get a nice officiated game. Obviously, again, we didn't get to cover it together. Game 3, we didn't get to cover it together. And I didn't even get to watch it, nor have I gone back to rewatch that game. I've seen some of the highlights. But from what I've heard people say about it, it wasn't the greatest game to watch, where it was a lot of pushing and shoving and fouls and flopping and all of the things. Hopefully we get a nice, fun, competitive game. Fungpei said, your boy Hartenstein should be suspended. You know why? I mean, I could think of a million reasons why, but you tell me why you think he should be suspended, Fungpei. Iron Wolf, what's up, Iron Wolf? CEO King said, AJ Mitchell and J-Dub, that would be ugly if OKC wasn't so deep. Yeah, so no J-Dub, back to it. Appreciate you, CEO King, back to it. No J-Dub. J-Dub is out with the hamstring injuries, and the other guy that is also out that is a huge part of their team is, if we could find him, not Kason Wallace, not even Jared McCain, who's going to be coming off the bench, and not even Aaron Wiggins, who's barely played off the bench in this series. No, A.J. Mitchell is also out with a quad injury, calf injury, I think it is. I think it's a calf injury. Either way, it's another muscular strain on these lower leg injuries for these players here today. Where's my thing? Why does this keep shutting off? Hold on. There we go. That fixed up the blurriness over there. Yeah. So, Bernard John grabbing here. I mean, like I said, we could put 1,000 things in the chat as to why Hartenstein should be suspended and be up out of this league, but it ain't up to me, unfortunately. Rose said Herb Foster will be reffing. We could take a look as to who the referees will be in a second, but we'll go through this real quick. AJ Mitchell out, J-Dub out. We will see Caruso in the starting lineup, I think they said. We'll see where they obviously come up to announce starting lineups, but we'll talk about it when it comes up. Either way, no AJ Mitchell, no J-Dub here today for the Oklahoma City Thunder. As far as the Spurs go, Wemby's available, Fox is available despite re-aggravating the ankle injury, and even Dylan Harper is available, who's not actually out with a quad or a hamstring or a calf or any of these lower leg muscular injuries, which is what we initially thought it was going to be. He is out with an abductor strain, which you can play through. You could also possibly make it worse, but you can play through. We've seen Josh Hart, I think it was 2 years ago, suffer an abductor strain in the middle of a playoff run that ultimately hampered his game overall, but was still able to play through it. So we'll see. The effectiveness of Dylan Harper. Again, I did not get to watch Game 3, nor have I gone back to rewatch the game at all. I've seen some of the highlights, like I said. So we'll see how he's moving out there and what kind of impact he has, because it's got to be all hands on deck for the San Antonio Spurs. Because if they go down 3-1 to this Thunder team, highly doubt they'll be able to pull it off. Astrophagy, what's up, Astrophagy? Foonpei put the officials in the chat. There you go. Scott Foster, Curtis Blair, Nick Bucher, and Brent Barnaky. What's up, Astrophagy? Bernard Johnson said OKC is a flopping team, can't stand to watch. It is a tough watch for sure. Victor Marquez said no excuse for game 1, Cavs to come broken. Knicks were down 2 games, still came back to win the whole thing against the Hawks. We don't even have to talk about that. We could talk about last year where the Knicks had a similar meltdown in game 1 against the Pacers in the exact same spot. Spark, what's up, Spark? In the exact same spot as the Cleveland Cavaliers, where they lost game 1. As a matter of fact, it was even more detrimental to the Knicks because they lost game 1 and they lost game 2, both of them at home in the Garden. And then they went to Indiana and clawed out a victory in game 3. They ended up losing game 4, came back to the Garden, won game 5, and then ultimately lost it in game 6 in Indiana. They at least went out with pride and with fight, whereas this Cleveland Cavaliers team is just going out sad. Really sad. Last year, the Knicks, heartbreaking game 1 loss. For sure, 1,000%, we get it. But they still came back and made it a competitive series and at least fought to the very end against that Pistons team. Whereas this Cavs team, like I said, is going out sad and is quitting. Going out very sad. Spark said, let's go, loving the ball in the series. Hopefully we get a nice, fun, good game. All right, the last thing I do want to do, which I don't think we have in here, so I could throw it in here real quick. Hold on. Watch this. Let's go over our bingo card, right? Make sure we get to our bingo. We have probably like 5 to 10 minutes before we can start the series here. Where is it? Photoshop bingo cards. There it is. Spurs versus Thunder game 4. All right. So now that that's in there, let's go over the bingo card we have. SGA for 30. We have a jump ball, we have field challenge, SGA, 30 likely after that game 1. It feels like he's somewhat mostly figured out this Spurs defense and where his shots are going to be coming from. He's getting to those spots on the court and he's knocking down his shots the way he normally does. So SGA for 30 is up on the board. We know he averages 30, he's more than capable, especially in this series where after game 1, like I said, it feels like he's kind of figuring out his spots on the court. Normal things we usually have in the bingo card. Jump ball field challenge. We do have Vassell 3 threes. Very important for the perimeter shooters for the Spurs to go off. And even more important considering all the injuries that they have been dealing with, especially with their guard rotation. So a guy like Vassell and a guy like Champagnie, who will come up in a second, need to knock down the perimeter shots. Any player for 3 blocks with Wembanyama out there, you got to think that this one is a bit of a lock, right? But you never know. Thunder have done a really, really smart job of not always attacking him. Attacking him sometimes, but not always attacking Victor Wembanyama, making it easy for him to time any shot blocks. Rated, what's up, Rated? 11 down, 5 to go. Only 5 more to go, Rated. Only 5 more to go. Abigail, what's up, Abigail? We have Caruso 3 threes. So we had to fill in more different player props in here with AJ Mitchell out and with J-Dub out. So, Nikki, what's up, Nikki? So we have Caruso in here for 2 threes. With the way he's played in this series, I don't even know what he did in Game 3, but the fact that they've been leaving him butt naked wide open from 3-point range, we'll see if Caruso can get to 2 threes here tonight. It has been a huge, huge boost to this Thunder offense. We'll see if he continues his hot shooting into tonight. We have a travel, as always. Wemby for 30 points. The superstar is always going to get the 30-point treatment. We have K-Ston Wallace for 15 points off the bench for this team, which he might be in the starting lineup now with all the injuries they've been dealing with. So we'll see. With no AJ Mitchell, no J-Dub, they're going to have to get scoring out of somebody. Kason Wallace off the bench for 15 feels pretty solid to me. We have a double-double. We have a 4-point play with McCain for 10. I thought about upping this. Obviously, at the big Game 3, I've seen the box score. I've seen the highlights. He had a big Game 3. We'll see if McCain can give him 10 off the bench here today. We have Fox for 15 points. We lowered it down. Normally, I'd have Fox for 25, but because he's dealing with an ankle sprain and even re-aggravated the ankle sprain in the previous game, I lowered it down to 15. Feel like that's fair for De'Aaron Fox. I know he went off for 20-something points in Game 3, but again, Ray aggravated the injury at the end of the game. He's going to be playing here tonight yet again, so I lowered it down to 15. We'll see what he looks like going into the game here tonight. 2 consecutive. This might be a free space, if Fox looks halfway decent, but we'll see, right? Hard to imagine he's going to have that burst and that speed and be able to put points up unless that jump shot's really going down for him. 2 consecutive missed free throws from the same player, as always, is up there. Shot clock violation. We got Chet Holmgren for 20 points. I don't even know what he did in Game 3, but Chet Holmgren versus Victor Wembanyama has obviously been a very, very big storyline throughout this series, mostly because Wembanyama hates his guts. But they're definitely going to need Chet Holmgren to, at some point, start to match that kind of energy. And with 2 very important scorers down for this Thunder team, you're going to need somebody to step up. Could it be Chet Holmgren for 20 points here tonight? We have a logo 3. We have Bryn Finley with the Bryn. Here from the UK. Nixon 4. Nixon 4. Nixon 4, never in doubt. Prove me otherwise, and they have yet to do so. As always, we have a logo 3. We have a goaltend up there, and with Wembanyama out there, it always feels like we're pretty good for a goaltend in a Wemby game. We have Harper off the bench for 15 points. I thought about lowering this to 12, but we'll see. We'll see. Harper 15 points feels pretty safe. Either Harper or Fox. I feel like one of these two, if not both of them, have to go off for at least 15 points for the Spurs to have a chance here today. They got to get scoring from somebody. We have Champagnie for 3 threes. We have Harper for 12. I threw in 2 Harpers. All right, so we're going to change. We're going to replace one of these Harpers. 15 or 12. We'll replace the 15. We have Castle for 20 or 12 because Harper and Castle are right next to each other. What are we thinking, Chad? What are you thinking? Y'all figure it out. We'll replace it with a Keldon Johnson prop, but you guys are going to have to figure out what do we want to replace it with. Tech foul, as always, and a successful challenge, as always. Nick Yak said Harnstein fouling out tonight. We'll see. Bryn Finley said 15. Replace the 15. I would, but my initial reaction is like, well, replace the higher point total one, right? Because I clearly thought about it. I put the lower one out there as well after giving it some thought. So, in my mind, replace that one. But if we do that, we have Harper and Castle ending up right next to each other. Victor Marquez said SGA is going to be a problem with flopping. The refs are making calls against them. We'll see. I mean, it's just basketball. I think this flopping thing, like, it is annoying, but I think it's getting a little over talked about. CEO King said Jalen Williams for 2 threes. I did see he hit a bunch of threes in Game 3 as well. But I don't think his 3-point shooting is as important as some of these other things. Matt Sub, what's up, Matt Sub? Overtime? No, we're not gonna throw overtime here. We're gonna replace it with the Keldon Johnson prop because they're gonna need all hands on deck. They're gonna need their guys to score some points. So we'll replace him with Keldon Johnson. Bryn said got McCain 10 and the same row as 15. McCain, same row as 15. I mean, we have Fox for 15 over here, and we have Harper for 12 down there. But this has no relation to each other. They're on different teams. Bruce Fowler said, good evening. Good evening, Bruce. How you doing, brother? You would know the answer to this question. Typically, how many and who do we send for advanced scouting? How many do we send for advanced scouting? Scouting in what way? Scouting other NBA teams or scouting college teams? Because every good team, I shouldn't assume that every team does it, but every good team has multiple scouting teams, and there are teams that go out and they scout foreign-born players. They're out there in the world, whether it's Australia or any of the European leagues or even China or literally anywhere that there might be basketball talent. You have scouting teams go out there and scout them. Africa, a lot of places like that, Cambodia. And then you have the scouting teams, obviously, traditionally scouting the college system and all those players. And then you have scouting teams that scout other players on other NBA teams. Bruce said, playoff scouting. Don't we have a team? Yes. So every decent team, every good team will have a scouting team that goes out and scouts other NBA teams. As far as to like exactly who they are and how big the team isn't, I don't think, public knowledge. But yeah, the Knicks do have a scouting team that goes out and scouts other teams. Antonio, what's up, Antonio from Jamaica? Appreciate you, brother. Sean Martin, what's up, Sean? Harstein should have been sent off Gore for the hair pulling BS. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you in any way, shape, or form. Absolutely. Uh-oh. Hold on, my guy Bruce. My bad, Bruce. My bad, Bruce. I got Bruce out of here by accident. My bad, Bruce. Where are you, brother? Bruce, come back, Bruce. Bruce. Where is Bruce? I accidentally got Bruce out of here, my bad. Where is he? Always an amazing day when Jeffy's on. Appreciate you, Tammy. Appreciate you. Yeah, said he's probably talking about the West Series going on. Yeah, for sure. Bruce, are you back in, Bruce? My bad, brother, my bad. Bring my guy Bruce back. I hit the wrong button on my guy Bruce. Bruce, come back, brother. It kicked you out, but you should be good. There he is. My bad, Bruce. That's on me. I hit the wrong button, brother. I hit the wrong button. I got you. My bad. My bad. Buzzer Beater, what's up, Buzzer Beater? Nikki said, I don't know if this was touched upon earlier. Do you really think the Spurs have a shot? Losing 15-point lead last game was sad. Yes. Spurs still have a shot. The Thunder are the better team. I picked the Thunder before the series started. At the start of the series, my mentality is always, well, just pick the better team. I don't know how many games it's going to go, but if you ask me who you think is going to win, from before the series started, I picked the Thunder, and I picked them in 6 or 7, and that's a little bit of a cop-up. Just pick one. I'll pick 7. I think the Spurs still have a chance, though, for sure. There's no J-Dub. There's no A.J. Mitchell. So if there's any game for the Spurs to win, send this back to Oklahoma City, tied 2 games apiece. Try to get as much rest as you can with all the injuries that you have. Tonight is the night to do so. They're down 2 ball handlers and 2 scorers. Bruce said, I felt like a typical New Yorker, wrong place, wrong time. My bad, Bruce. I even made you a moderator on the channel as an apology. My bad, brother. Jay Hammer said, you can definitely send your suit to the cleaners. New York's going to win for Max 5 no matter what you wear. No. We got to keep everything the same. Suit, shirt, pants, combo, all of it, tie, none of it is getting cleaned until the playoffs are over and the Knicks are hoisting the Larry O.B. Matt's up, said, as a Thunder fan, I think SGA needs 40 points to get this game with J-Dub and AJ being out. It could be SGA 40, but they're so deep. It could be Isaiah Joe coming off the bench and hitting 4 threes. It could be Mark said, trying to ban a spammer, and you were below the spammer bruise. Yeah. I tried to do it real quickly. I just moved. I saw it, and I was like, all right, let me go over and do that real quick. And then I got Bruce, wrong place, wrong time. My bad, brother, my bad. Shottage said, Chef feeling good. Knicks all the way. Crossing the bridge with Mr. Bridge. I've seen some people, let me get this out of the way first. I've seen some people talk about Mikal Bridges being named Eastern Conference Finals MVP. He will not be named Eastern Conference Finals MVP. It will indeed be Jalen Brunson, who I also think he's not going to be named for it just because he's the best player on the team. He will deservedly be the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Boss play, what's up, boss? Not that has like a ton of cachet to it, obviously, that award that came into the league that they invented like 2 or 3 years ago. Not that has a ton of cachet or that it really means anything, but Jalen Brunson is the reason why the Knicks are up 3-0, right? Bridges has been fantastic. Anunoby's been very good. Towns has been very good. Josh Hart has been very good. Like, you don't win a conference finals without your players being awesome. But Jalen Brunson is for sure leading the way, so. Bozabita said, is your dad Sheffy Sr.? You can call him Sheffy Sr. for sure. I'll tell you what, if the Knicks win the championship, he will be on the show. he'll come in here, for sure. Niggy said, I've been rocking the same Knicks hoodie and sweatpants every game in the past month. The suit must stay uncleaned. Exactly, Nicky, exactly. That is the exact mentality. Nothing must change. I'm not a big superstitions person, but I'm also not tempting the basketball gods and fate. Everything must stay the same. Bryn said, it'll be nice for him to finally get that respect. Yeah, absolutely. Mark said, must win for the Spurs. Good point, Mark. Let's lock in. Let's lock in. Start of the game. We do have Cason Wallace in the starting lineup. Also, let's get these lights out of the way. Boom. Oh, we didn't change our bingo card. Let's change our bingo card. Before we get to the tip-off, real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Should be quick. There we go. Also get this line back up. Boom. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Grab our microphone. Jump ball goes to the San Antonio Spurs. And Steph Castle will bring it down. Steph Castle has it up top, being guarded by Cason Wallace. Castle gets it over to Wemby. High post, right wing, being guarded by Hartenstein. Faces up, jab step. Jab step. Puts him in the post, half spin, fall away over him, well contested, came up well short, barely grazed the front of the rim. Fox picks up the loose ball rebound, out to Wembanyama, a 3, and Wemby gets us started off with a 3, and that's the right way to get us started. Here comes SGA bringing it down the other way, being guarded by Castle. Up top, coming to his right, off the Hartenstein screen, coming to his left, up the foul line, inside. Hartenstein catches it high, keeps it high, throws up the floater over Wemby. He gets it to go down. It's 3-2. And now here comes Vassell, hands it off to Castle on the right wing, up top to Wembanyama. Wembanyama telling Castle, go ahead, cut through. Let me work this man. Hartenstein, lean in, fall away, inside to Castle, out to Champagny. Champagny, beautiful ball movement, a 3, can't get it to go down. Long rebound over to Hartenstein. Here comes SGA. Beautiful ball movement from the Spurs, though. And SGA has it up top, being guarded by Castle, coming to his right. Stops, crosses over, in and out dribble. Now to his right, down to his left, step back, foul line, fall away over Wemby, high arcing, can't get it to go. Good boxing out from the Spurs, but Cason Wallace rips it away from De'Aaron Fox. You got to snag that, Fox, to get it over to Hartenstein. And back out to Wallace. Wallace along the baseline, going up, inside, over to Holmgren, goes up, gets blocked by Wembanyama. Look at that hustle from Big Wemby. SGA back inside to Chet Holmgren, and it is a shot clock violation. And that hits the bingo card right there. Look at the defense from Wembanyama on the block. I like that Chet Holmgren went in strong for a two-handed slam, but he couldn't get it to go down. I love it. I do love it. Ends up in a shot clock violation. They swinging it out up top to Wemby. He's firing away a lot of jump shots. He misses that one right there. Cason Wallace the rebound. He's bringing it down the other way. He has it up top, picked up by Vassell. Over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein up top, being guarded by Wemby. Picks up his handle off of one dribble, trying to get it to SGA. He finally does, coming to his left, off the handoff, down the lane, pump fake, over to Hartenstein. Another foul line floater from Hartenstein. Another teardropper goes in for Hartenstein. And we have 4-3 now. And Wembanyama has it up top. Wembanyama hands it off to Castle. Castle coming to his left, down the lane, puts up the jumper. Got it to go for Steph Castle. Took a bump. Should have just left the 5 up there. Took a bump, no foul call. Here comes SGA bringing it down the other way, being guarded by Castle, coming to his left. SGA driving it down in the lane, kicks it over to Holmgren. Holmgren has Vassell in the post, over to Hartenstein, another foul line floater from Hartenstein, another teardropper swishing through the net for Isaiah Hartenstein. He cannot miss those right now. He starts the game 3 for 3. Vassell a baseline jumper over Holmgren, can't get it to go. Hartenstein the rebound to get it over to SGA. SGA bringing it down the other way. SGA up top being guarded by Castle, coming to his left off the Wallace screen. Champagny hedges out hard, and they call a foul on Champagny. Champagny not a fan of the foul call. Neither is the crowd, as you could hear them roar. Lanamona said, I heart floaters always automatic. I hate it. I hate it. I hate living in a timeline where Hartenstein can't miss those floaters. And he's not wearing a Knicks jersey. I hate it. Hartenstein has it up top. Hands it off to SGA. Coming to his left. Driving it down. Champagny forced to pick him up. They kick it out to Kason Wallace. Relocates left corner 3. Off the back rim. Can't get it to go. Hartenstein trying to keep Wemby away from the glass. But a loose ball foul is called on Isaiah Hartenstein. He got hit with one. There you go. Everyone's been asking for it. He actually raises his hands and he says, that one's on me. It's about time they hit him with an offensive foul call or a loose ball rebound foul call. I actually don't even think that was a foul call on Hartenstein that time, but he got hit with it. That's what happens when you build up that reputation. Christian Blaze said, iHeart should get Harper 15 points boxed. iHeart 15? No, absolutely not. Castle down the lane, lobs it up top to Wemby, throws it out with 2 hands. A beautiful pinpoint pass from Steph Castle right there. 6-7. Those might be the only 3 points Hartenstein scores here tonight. At least I hope so. It is 7-6 right now. Under 9 to go. SGA is going to bring it down. Has it up top being chased by Castle. SGA coming to his left. Tries to get it to the corner, knocked out of the air by Champagny. Great defense from Champagny and the Spurs there. But the ball will stay here with the Thunder. Bruce Fowler said, has called more games this season than, well, you named the announcer. We've tried to call as many basketball games as possible. We've been live 6 days a week all season. And then here in the playoffs, 7 days a week, not taking a night off. SGA, step back over to Hartenstein, another floater. Okay, we might have to put Hartenstein up on the bingo card. He's got all 8 points for the Oklahoma City Thunder so far. Fox bringing it down up top over to Champagny. Champagny wide open on the 3, and the pick and pop comes up short, can't get it to go. Dort the rebound, pushing it the other way. Lou Dort has it on the left wing, bringing it down up top to Hartenstein. Hartenstein looking to have the handoff partner. Hands it off to SGA, coming to his left, down the lane in the paint, loses the handle, picks it up over to Hartenstein, another push floater. That time he finally misses one, rebounded by Fox, who's going to bring it down the other way. Fox has it up top, being guarded by Wallace, crosses over, beats him down in the paint, kicks out to Vassell, extra pass to Castle, he'll catch, he'll swing it over to Wemby, we'll swing it over to Champagny. He's going to pump fake and gets chased off the 3-point line, and Champagny gets all the way to the rim for a nice layup past Hartenstein. Beautiful ball movement from the Spurs, forcing the Thunder to cover a lot of ground there, and the Thunder bringing it down, looking for an answer the other way. SGA up top, coming to his left, pulled it back, Castle all over him, over to Hartenstein, another foul line floater, this time comes up well short, rebounded by Fox, he's pushing it the other way. Fox has it up top, walking it down, picked up by Kason Wallace over to Wemby, jab step, coming to his right, blowing past Holmgren to the rim, layup, can't get it to go, but he draws the foul. Wemby upset at himself for missing the layup, but he will go to the foul line for 2 free throws here. Mark said, I used to love that sky floater. Now, for some reason, I hate it. Now it pisses me off every single time I see it go through the rim. I can't stand it. My guy, Niall Dimitri, with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, Niall, for your generosity, big dog. He said, hello, Chevy. Let's go, Knicks. Yes, sir. Knicks and Fronto proven otherwise. And like I keep saying, we have yet to be proven otherwise. It's been over a month since the Knicks have lost a basketball game. Mindset John, what's up, Mindset John? We have, 7:20 to go? 7:25 to go here. Mindset John said, I love the Knicks results so far. Spurs got to play much better tonight. For sure they do. For sure. Wemby hits the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Christian Blaze said, I don't get how OKC can feed iHeart 6 straight times, dang near, and Wemby struggles to get 4 shots in a row. There is far more attention being paid to making sure Wembanyama has no airspace whenever he catches the ball. Whereas Wembanyama's like, iHeart's going to shoot foul line floaters all night long? Good luck with that. He's actively daring him to shoot it. Wembanyama knocks down both free throws. We'll see if we've seen the Spurs play this level of defense before. They're daring Caruso to knock down perimeter shots. They are daring Hartenstein to knock down floaters all night long. So far, it's not benefited them. SGA has it up top, 7:12 to go. SGA being guarded by Vassell. Jab step, coming to his left, down the lane, kicks it out. Ball got knocked out of the air. Dort knocks it over to J-Will. J-Will tries to swing it over to Caruso, gets knocked out of bounds by Keldon Johnson. And 7 minutes to go, and that's phenomenal defense by the Spurs. They only have 2 seconds left on their shot clock here to get something off. They got a catch and heave. In the McCain, right corner three. Throws up an air ball. Rebounded by Wembanyama. They're not going to give him the violation. It's all right. We already have the violation. We can throw up on the bingo card in a second. Keldon Johnson down the lane, takes a bump floater. Got it to go down for Keldon Johnson, and you're going to need him to be very aggressive. And like I said, when we have the time, we're going to switch one of these Harper point props for a Keldon Johnson points prop. I said it earlier in the night, so don't be mad at me when he ends up with like 10 points in the first quarter. Here we got 6:40 to go. James Sumler, what's up, James? Appreciate you, brother. SGA gets to the foul line, tried to throw up a floater past Castle, but Wembanyama also comes over on the help. He throws up an air ball. I don't know if Wemby maybe got a piece of it, but Wemby picked up by J. Will now. He's going to dance with it out on the perimeter, spins off of him, throws a wild cross-court pass in the corner. Keldon Johnson catches and shoots it, hits the side back end of the backboard, saves it from going out of bounds somehow, though, and it's out of bounds off of SGA. It'll stay here with the Spurs, but we're going to get a quick timeout first with 6:13 to go, approaching the halfway point here in this first quarter. Henrik Huckleberry, what's up, Henrik? Appreciate you, brother. He said, I don't think either of these teams stand a chance against the Knicks. Well, I think both of these teams stand a chance against the Knicks. I think could absolutely go either way, though. Sean Martin said, great to see Judge hitting. What a talent. Love the guy. Regular season has never been the issue. Robert Kling said, I want 2 new teams in the finals this year. That would be lovely. That would be lovely. Bryn Finley said, quarter's going quick. Not a ton of foul shots for sure. SGA starting the game 0 points over 2 from the field. He does have 3 assists. Seeing a lot of bodies. A lot of those coming, obviously, the Hartenstein floater. Nobody in this lineup configuration has actually scored, and that's because Isaiah Hartenstein has all 8 Oklahoma City points so far. All right, let's update our bingo card. Before we forget, we have to fill in the shot clock violation, which is where? That is down here. And then we also want to fill in one of these Harper props. We will fill in the one right next to Castle. I know it's more points, only 3 more points. You know what? I don't even really feel that bad about doing that. So we'll take out the Harper 12 points here. Boom. And we will fill it in with Keldon Johnson. Keldon Johnson, 12 points? I feel like that's fair. We'll just change out Harper for Johnson. Oh, well, that's not what I wanted. Change that black. Johnson. What did I say? 12 points? Perfect. And then we will fill it in our square. Perfect. Perfect, and perfect, and perfect. There we go. Bingo is now updated, even with our shot clock violation. There we go. Here we go. Michael Mag said, less is more with the refs' whistles. For sure. Let them play some basketball. But also, if they're grabbing and holding, maybe call those every now and again. There's a nice fine line the refs got to walk, for sure. Christian Blaze said, Nick should be rooting for the Spurs. OKC bench is just better than anyone in the league. Yeah, I mean, if they had to root for somebody, I'd root for the team that didn't win the championship last year, but also for the team that doesn't have their almost entire guard rotation hampered with injuries. So it's a 13-8 game. Just as Dad said, that foot brush scrubber thing YouTube just ran an ad for on you will make your spine tingle something crazy. That is crazy. That's a crazy sentence, brother. I have no idea what ad that is, but that is a crazy sentence, and I hope I never get it. Nikki said, legacy media is horrendous. The constant negging of the Knicks is awful. Also, OG on second team all defense is an insult. It is indeed an insult. You know what's even more of an insult? Having Derek White over him. Derek White is a nice, really good team defender. He's actually, he's an awesome team defender, especially at the guard spot. I don't know why he's first team all defense over OG Anunoby, who's also an awesome team defender. There's Castle fires up a 3 and knocks it down off the inbound. There you go, Steph Castle. OG not only is an awesome team defender, but he's a lockdown, incredible one-on-one defender, individual defender. And to me, he's just an overall better defender, more impactful defender than Derek White has ever been throughout his career. But that's just me. And honestly, I think it's ridiculous that Derek White got votes first team all defense to begin with. McCain steps back over to Jay Will. Fire up a contested three. He'll miss it. Steph Castle, the rebound. It's an 8-point lead here for the Spurs. Nice solid start. Hit ahead to Vassell in transition to three. Vassell gets it to go as well. Castle knocking down threes. Vassell hits threes. Back-to-back threes. Knocks him up. An 11-point lead here. And now here comes Caruso bringing it down the other way. Gets it over to Jay Will up top being guarded by Castle. Applying a lot of pressure. Ball denying everywhere. And then Dylan Harper picks up a foul trying to keep the ball out of the hands of Dylan Harper there. It's actually crazy how tall Dylan Harper is. The camera just panned over to Harper and SGA standing next to each other, and Dylan Harper is maybe like an inch taller. That was a ridiculous camera shot there. By the way, nobody in the Thunder have yet to score outside of Hartenstein. We are past the halfway point, and Hartenstein still has all 8 points for the Thunder here. Let's see if they can get off the schneid. SGA up top, coming to his right, dancing with it, crosses over to his left, loses the handle. Castle picks his pocket, but he finds a way to pick it back up, out to J-Will, catches, pump fakes against Wemby, driving it down, inside to Caruso, mishandles the ball, out of bounds, and it's going back to the Spurs. The defense has been suffocating for the San Antonio Spurs here tonight. Absolutely suffocating the life out of the Oklahoma City Thunder here. Spurs bringing it down the other way. Little over 5 minutes to go. Castle, head down, in the paint, gets chased down and fouled by Alex Caruso. And I believe that's going to be 2 free throws. They're not in the bonus, but you can make the argument he gathered the ball, was in the act of shooting. Your confidence is piquito. What's up, confidence? So no shooting motion, side out of bounds. Castle, 1-on-1 against Caruso here. Kicks it out to Keldon Johnson, putting his head down, attacking a bowling ball to the rim. Ball knocked out of his hands, picked up by McCain, who's going to bring it down the other way. Great hands and defense from SGA there to get the loose ball. McCain, under the rim, all the way, spins back to his left, goes up reverse, gets blocked by Vassell at the rim. He picks it up, we're pushing the other way. Vassell coming to his left, down the lane, lobs it up top. Wemby with a one-handed throwdown, and all momentum pointing towards the San Antonio Spurs, and we have yet another Oklahoma City timeout. Like I said, nothing has changed. We are still awaiting an Oklahoma City Thunder player to score outside of Isaiah Hartenstein, who has all 8 of their points here. And we have 4:39 to go in this first quarter. The Spurs defense has been immaculate to start the game. Bryn Finley said an NBA Cup rematch would be nice. It would be one of the greatest NBA storylines we've seen, and a possible start rekindling of a rivalry. Now, the Knicks are kind of at their peak, whereas the Spurs are still ascending, but man, oh man, would it be nice. Jaden said, oh boy, SGA better get his team right. I have no doubts that he will, but this Spurs defense has done a phenomenal job of not giving SGA any airspace. Bruce Fowler said, CBS Sports anchor referred to a Shaw Bernard King sitting sideline to Cedric the Entertainer. I did see that. Embarrassing. It is embarrassing. It is embarrassing. It's just flat out embarrassing. If that's the producer's fault. That is the producer's fault. Should have gave them a piece of paper, a note saying, listing all the celebrity names that were going to show up. Probably in order. That's what I would have done. But you see, I actually care about helping on-air talent because I know what it's like to be on air and not have the information needed and maybe sometimes sound like an idiot. That person hosting and was saying it is not the person to blame. It is the producers. The producers are to blame there. Man, what's up, man? Knicks are going to have a tough fight with both of these teams in the finals? Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Isaac Garner said Spurs play better when they run fast. The reason, you're right, and the reason why they play better when they run fast, brother, is because in order to run fast, you have to get defensive stops. So when they're able to get out and run, it's usually because their defense is playing extremely well and turning the other team over, or at the very least getting stops. Omar Todman, what's up, Omar? Press the like button. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Isaiah Garner said Spurs play better when they run fast. We read that one already, but yeah, they do. Isaiah Garner also said, I hate that people keep saying Chet is scared to guard Wemby. He kind of is scared to guard Wemby. Like, if I'm Chet Holmgren, I'm going to my coach, and I'm like, look, all of this fancy, you're going to have me on this guy and so I could roam off and help women. Screw all of that. I'm guarding Victor Wembanyama, but he hasn't done that. And I think it's because he's afraid of Wemby. I really do. Omar said, I smell the chip. It's right there, man. It's right there. It's the closest we've ever been in my fandom's life. Lana Mona said, I believe we can win against either team. I believe so as well. I think it's a true blue matchup. I don't think either team has an overwhelming advantage over the other. I think it's 50-50, maybe 55-45 if you really wanted to give, like if the Thunder make it out, you want to give them the fact that they have already won a championship. You want to give them that edge. But I genuinely think it's a 50-50 toss-up. Nick Yak said Mitchell was a missed piece. Yeah, so was J-Dub. No Jalen Williams, no A.J. Mitchell. And you're seeing it. Not a ton of creation once you go to the bench here. It's really Jared McCain, Caruso you're relying on. They're going to throw Kenrich Williams out there. Wembanyama's going to remain on the court. Here we go. We're back into it. 4:30 to go. Caruso has it up top. They get it over to Holmgren, curling to his right. Ball knocked out of his hands by Vassell. The defense continues to be phenomenal here. Wemby bringing it down. Chet Holmgren will pick him up. Wemby will drive it down. Sees two defenders. Half spin. Going along the baseline. Goes up. Tries to dunk it down over Kenrich Williams. But there is indeed a foul. And Wemby will go to the foul line for two. And he has been a man amongst boys. Here's tonight. A man amongst boys just putting these dudes on his hip, on his backside, and just backing them down, going to the rim, or knocking down jumpers. I love how aggressive Wemby has been. He's taken 5 shots already, and he's gone to the foul line multiple times. Denise Castro, or Dennis, I think that's Denise Castro. What's up, Denise? I like the hat, though. Appreciate you, Denise. Appreciate you. Mark said, Spurs playing with urgency, but this is how Game 3 started, too. Yeah, we will see. We will see. This team learns fast. So sometimes it takes falling down in order to know how hard the hit's going to come. Sean Martin said, you should call the Kentucky Derby. You got this skill, bro. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see as the time goes on, man. So Wembanyama's at the foul line. He knocked down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Wembanyama knocks down both free throws. 23-8. A little over 4 minutes to go. Alex Caruso bringing it down, being guarded by Champagnie. Champagnie gets it over to Harnstein. Harnstein up top, being guarded by Wemby. Hands it off to McCain, coming to his right, sees multiple defenders, gets under the rim, leaves it off for Harnstein, shovels it back out to Chet Holmgren, pulls it out, being guarded by Steph Castle. He loses the hand on the ball, and Kenrich Williams goes into the backcourt to pick it up. And guys, they're still stuck on 8 points. All 8 of them coming from Harnstein. Nobody other than Isaiah Harnstein has scored, guys. What is going on? The Spurs defense has been superb here. But my goodness, Oklahoma City, pull yourselves together. I know you're missing some guys. Harper down the lane, stops, kicks it out. Castle, wide open left corner 3 from him. Throws up an air ball, rebounded by Harnstein. Here comes McCain. McCain left wing, picked up by Johnson. McCain picked up by Champagnie, coming off the screen, now coming to his left. He puts up a deep straightaway 3 off the screen. Misses it, wide left, not even really close. And then a loose ball foul on Isaiah Harnstein. Slapping and grabbing all over Keldon Johnson. And Scott Foster is making it a point to not let Harnstein get away with any of these nasty, dirty holds that he was getting away with in the previous series. And honestly, again, it doesn't even look like there's a ton of contact there from Harnstein, but that's what happens when you build up that reputation. They're going to throw Aaron Wiggins out there. They're looking for somebody to provide a scoring punch, and McCain hasn't been it tonight. He's 0 for 3 from the field, now 0 for 4. They should update to 0 for 4 with 0 points. Obviously, again, everybody has 0 points outside of Harnstein, who's going to sub out of the game now with 2 fouls or 3 fouls. I think 2 fouls. Keldon Johnson's at the foul line for 2 free throws because they're in the bonus. My goodness, he misses the first free throw, though. We got to knock down the free throws, Keldon Johnson. Christian Blaze said, there goes the OKC offense, 2 fouls on iHeart. Yeah, there goes their offense. 2 fouls on Isaiah Harnstein. Thank you. He's flexing his SGA. He's flexing his left hand. He's got his wrist wrapped. He's got some wrapping on his fingers. He's got his elbow wrapped, so something's bothering him. Keldon Johnson misses both free throws. Brother, he can't be missing both free throws. 1, fine. 2, inexcusable. But that does help the bingo card, too, considering missed free throws from the same player. SGA has it up top, being guarded by Dylan Harper. It's a 15-point lead here for San Antonio Spurs. SGA gets to his spot, mid-range pull-up jumper over him, gets it to go down. It's a tough shot, but SGA, that's his spot. That's his go-to shot. It's his first made basket of the night. ESPN, can we stop messing around with our screen here? Thank you. Dylan Harper on the right wing, attacking off the screen, going under the rim, kicks it out. Champagnie left corner three. He's open, but he comes up well short, and the rebound careens off of the Spurs and out of bounds. Ball going back to the Thunder. Relic, what's up, Relic? Watching in the wings, great call as usual. Appreciate you, Relic. Appreciate you, brother. We have 3 minutes to go here. Kenrich Williams has it up top. They're going deep into their bench here today. And they found Dylan Harper grabbing and holding on to SGA as he was trying to cut to the rim. We got 3 minutes to go. Bruce Fowler said teams would kill for a starter who throws himself on the floor for loose balls like he's trying to win Sixth Man of the Year award. Haven't seen Mitchell dive for crap the whole series. Donovan Mitchell? Yeah. Yeah. And SGA is getting flopper chance from the crowd here. SGA has it on the left wing, being guarded by Champagnie. Coming to his right, crossing back over to his left, step back, mid-range, fall away. Can't get that one to go down. Cornette the rebound as Wembanyama goes to the bench. Quick outlet to Fox, shot out of the cannon, driving it down, dancing with it up top, over to Vassell. Pump fakes from three, driving in the lane, step back, fall away over Holmgren, well contested, throws up an air ball there, off of Luke Cornette and out of bounds. It's going to go back to the Thunder. Excellent defense from Holmgren. Bad shot from Vassell, didn't need to take it. It's a 13-point lead for the Spurs. Ball back to the Thunder here. We have 2:30 to go. SGA to the rim, goes up, layup, got it to go for SGA. He sees Wembanyama out of the game. He says, I'm attacking. Here comes De'Aaron Fox bringing it down on the left wing, in and out dribble, driving it down. Cross-court pass, not cross-court pass, inside drop-off pass to Luke Cornette. I thought he was trying to hit the opposite corner, but instead he left it on the inside to Luke Cornette for the two-handed slam. It's 25-12, and Aaron Wiggins gets it up top to J. Will. For the Thunder here, J. Will being guarded by Champagnie. Pass fake, pass fake. Pass fake, keeps it, gets it over to SGA, being guarded by Fox. SGA faces up, sees multiple defenders, poking at it, coming to his left, step back, mid-range, fall away, gets the foul call. He's going to the foul line for 2. Mark said, get in his head, San Antonio, for sure. I think every single arena in the NBA should start calling out floppers. The flopper chant should be universal. Everybody who starts flopping around should get flopping technicals everywhere. Technicals or flopping chants from the crowds everywhere. Embarrass these guys. Judge that said Cavs will take 75 threes in game 4, and they will lose. They're showing the replay on the SGA step back midi. And it does look like a little bit of a flop. There's some contact for sure, but man, oh man. Madrasi, what's up, Madrasi? SGA knocks down both free throws. 11-point game. They get it in the Fox. Fox will bring it down against Kenrich Williams. We are under 2 to go in this first quarter. Fox coming to his right. Leaves it off for Champagnie on the pick and pop. Ran off the three-point line. Kicks it in the corner. Vassell, wide open 3. Left corner. Got it to go. Nothing but net for Devin Vassell. Big-time shot to get it back to 14, giving them more airspace. 1:40 to go. SGA bringing it down against Castle, chasing around a bunch of screens. Fox forced to switch on to SGA up top now. Dancing with it. He's got 4 across, so he can isolate. Picks up his handle over to J. Will in the corner to Wiggins. Wiggins coming to his left in the paint. Kicks it out. Kenrich Williams ran off that three-point line. Gets to the mid-range pull-up jumper. In and out. Can't get it to stay. Fox the rebound with excellent defense from the Spurs to get out of SGA's hands. Castle pushing it down the other way. Head down. Hop step in the lane. Goes up against SGA. Can't get the layup to go. Wanted the foul call. Didn't get it. Good defense from SGA. He's bringing it down the other way. Head down himself. Attacking in the lane. Kicks it out. J. Will has the trailer for a 3. He's open. And he gets those 3 points right back. A 28-17 here. 1 minute to go. Fox bringing it down up top. Being guarded by Wiggins. Coming to his right. Off the screen. Driving it down in the lane. Step back. Mid-range. Fall away. Can't get it to go. Loose ball rebound. Goes to Chet Holmgren, who gets it to SGA, who will bring it down the other way. Can get it back to single digits before we end this first quarter. And SGA has it up top, being guarded by Castle. SGA crosses over to his right, head down in the lane, takes a bump, throws up at the rim, no fouls called, rebounded by Vassell off the air ball, head to head, Champagnie to the rim against Chet Holmgren, loose ball knocked out of bounds by Chet Holmgren, no foul called there. I love it. I love it. Go get you a basket. Don't rely on the officials. Both the no calls on the SJ drive flop there where he fell to the ground and on the Champagny drive to the rim. Although that time there was a lot of contact with Chet Holmgren, but I don't think it was foul worthy. I think it was marginal contact. Wembanyama's back in for the final 30 seconds of the quarter here. They lob it over to Wembanyama in the paint. He can't get the rebound, or he can't catch the ball, but it gets over to Champagny, over to Fox, pump fakes, down in the lane, step back, fall away over Holmgren, gets blocked by Chet Holmgren. Why do they keep trying to go to this step back, fall away jumper over Chet Holmgren? It's not a good idea. Here comes SGA bringing it down against Castle, almost lost a hand on the ball, but saves it out to Aaron Wiggins at the last second. He pulls it all the way back out to the half-court line. He looks like he's going to isolate against Vassell here. 4 across, 1-on-1. Vassell versus Wiggins coming to his right, blows past the defense, high off glass, gets blocked by Wembanyama, but Chet Holmgren right there for the rebound and lay-in. And it is indeed a 9-point game, single possession. Fox to half-court heave, misses it off the backboard, and that'll end our first quarter right there, 28-19. 12 minutes down, 36 minutes to go. Nick Yak said he might have got fouled, but not knocked to the floor. Yeah. But I love the no call. Maybe he got fouled, maybe. But go get you a basket. What are you flailing and flopping to the ground for? If he doesn't fall to the ground, he could probably power through that contact and get a floater off glass or something. The fact that he just flings it up at the rim tells you he's not really trying to make a basketball move. He's trying to make sure he gets some free throws. His balance is too good, right? You can't put out all these videos of your off-season workouts of you working on your balance almost exclusively in the off-season for you to then be like, no, I lost my balance. I fell to the floor. Like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. You flailed yourself to the ground and then threw it up at the rim expecting the ref to bail you out. And I'm happy they did it. Spotty T, what's up, Spotty T? OG Anunoby, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Nixon 4. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Denasia Robinson, what's up, Denasia? The Cavs are a dub. They're getting swept. Mikal Bridges for president. My beloved New York Knicks are winning an NBA championship this year, and that's facts. Hope so. We got one more round to go. Crazy said SGA has rubber legs. Problem is that he doesn't. Brent Finley said any lead is only a good thing. Yeah, I mean, a lead is a lead. We have seen the Spurs really struggle to generate offense without Wembanyama on the court and all the gravity that he provides. But, he has been, the Spurs as a whole have been something like plus 35 versus when he's off the court, and they've been like a minus 25 or something like that. So they're killing it when he's on the court. They're losing pretty badly when he's off the court. That has been the biggest issue. He is almost the entirety of the defense for the Spurs, specifically against the Thunder team. Mark said that yoga ball video. Yeah, I mean, it's not even that one, but yeah, all of them. He's doing like the one-legged balance thing, and they're throwing things at him, and he's doing all these things to work on his balance and work on his feet and all these things. And then you watch him play basketball, and he literally falls to the ground every single time, as if you're telling me that all those balance things he's doing in the offseason isn't helping. So what is he doing them for? Of course they're helping, but he's going to fall to the ground whenever it benefits him to try and trick the official to give him a foul call. And I'm happy that they're not doing it so far here tonight. Amy Matrua said Spurs putting up too many air balls and watching Fox is frustrating. Yeah, I mean, Fox is hampered. He's got 0 points. He does have 4 rebounds and 2 assists, so he's trying to provide what he can out there, and I'm happy he is. Stay healthy, Fox. But you can't really rely, which is why we lowered his props down to 15. You can't really rely on him to score when he's coming off an ankle injury like that. When his game is predicated mostly on his speed and his quickness, he's going to have to rely a lot on his jump shot, which can be very inconsistent, as we're seeing tonight. He's 0 for 3 when he started the previous game, 3 for 3, so. Yeah, I said you can get fouled without falling or trying not to fall. Yeah. Like I said, maybe he got fouled on that, maybe he didn't. They never showed a replay on it. From my vantage point watching the game, it didn't look like there was a ton of contact there. But again, he could absolutely go to the rim and not fall down and look to score the basketball. When you just fling the ball up at the rim while you're falling to the floor, you've either lost your balance, or you got fouled, or you flopped. Right? Maybe he got fouled. Didn't look like a ton of contact there to knock him to the ground. It 1,000% looked like a flop going to the ground looking for a foul call. And the fact that he hit the ground and then just sat there and looked at the officials with his palms up in the air tells me that it's likely a flop, because he's looking for the official to bail him out. And he didn't actually just fall and lose his balance. But we're back into the game. It is what it is. Caruso has it up top, leaves it off the case on Wallace. Up top being guarded by Champagnie. Over to McCain, right wing three. Over Luke Cornett, comes up short. Long rebound, careens. McCain saves it, but right to Carter Bryant. Bryant gets it over to Castle, and Castle will bring it down the other way. Has it up top, attacking Wallace down the lane. Euros past him, hangs in the air, flips it up at the rim to nobody, and gets knocked out of bounds by the Spurs. It's going back to the Thunder. Really bad possession there by Steph Castle. Wildly out of control going to the rim, just flicked it up to nobody. I think maybe he thought Wemby was out there. They slip it inside to Chet Holmgren to the rim for a two-handed slam, and really bad defense for the Spurs there. When Luke Cornett is in the game, man, he is getting picked on by the Thunder team. Absolutely picked on by them. He has been horrendous in the series. Castle has it up top to get over to Fox. Fox up top being guarded by being guarded by Cason Wallace. Coming to his right, off of a screen from Champagnie. They swing it over to Champagnie, over to Carter Bryant. A left corner three for Bryant. In and out, can't get it to stay. Battle for the loose ball rebound. Cornett hits the ground as Holmgren knocks the rebound away from him. He has truly been horrendous. They swing it over to Caruso. They get it up top to Wiggins. He's going to catch. He's going to pump fake. He's going to fly by to his right. Waits just a second. Flips it up under his head behind him and gets the nice friendly rolls. He gets the basket to go down and the foul on Carter Bryant. This is a really, really rough rotation here for Coach Mitch Johnson. No Keldon Johnson. No Devin Vassell. No Wembanyama. You have Champagnie, Fox, Barnes, Cornett, and Harper. Finally put Harper back there? Yeah. They put somebody else out there. They take Carter Bryant out. Lack of shot creation out there right now with Fox hampered, Harper hampered, and you put both of those guys out there without Wembanyama, without Vassell, without like another creator to take some of the pressure off of them. You put them out there with the rookie Carter Bryant. Not a good decision in my book. And he quickly fixes it by taking him out. Aaron Wiggins knocks down his and one free throw, and Fox has it up top, being guarded by Cason Wallace. Coming to his left, driving it down, blows past the defense, has it in the lane, stop, turn, spin, pump fake, fall away, cuts the nice friendly bounce off the front of the rim, and Fox gets his first basket of the night. 30-24 here. We're going back and forth to get it over to Holmgren. Holmgren in the paint. Pump fakes, kicks it out to McCain. McCain coming to his left now, over to Wallace, over to Joe. Pump fakes from three. Joe pulls it out. Was that Isaiah Joe or was that Aaron Wiggins? I think that was Isaiah Joe with the wild reverse layup. It was. McCain in the paint. Fall away over Champagnie. Comes up short. Cornett knocks the rebound over to Champagnie. They get over to Fox. Fox will bring it down. Fox calling for Harrison Barnes, going to set a screen, picks up his handle over to Barnes. Barnes, pass fake, kicks it over to Harper in the corner, pump fake, jab step, coming to his right, blowing past the defense, tried to get the lefty layup to go, gets blocked by Chet Holmgren. He's going to get 2 free throws out of it. Great drive from the rookie against Chet Holmgren, the shot blocker. He brought that ball all the way out and tried to finger roll it past him, forced Chet Holmgren to bring his arm to the side and slap at the ball, ends up hitting wrist on Dylan Harper there, but he got ball first. That might be clean. I don't think they want to use a challenge on that play, though. Mark said Atkinson lost his mind with the analytics content. Comment was absolutely ridiculous and not befitting of a proper leader and a head coach in the NBA. Dylan Harper misses yet another free throw. That's now 3 missed free throws for the San Antonio Spurs here. Nick Yak said Castle helped lose the last game. Yeah, Castle and the turnovers have been rough, obviously. And so far tonight, it's not been that much better. Chet Holmgren goes to the bench. Isaiah Hartenstein checks back in. Amzi Design, what's up, Amzi? Go Spurs. Dylan Harper versus Knicks. Philip Jordan Clarkson. There you go. Filipino Americans, yep, going at it. Hartenstein hands it off to Joe. Step back left wing three for Isaiah Joe. Off the side of the rim, can't get it to go. Hits the top of the backboard. They don't rule it out of bounds, which definitely looked like it was out of bounds, but it doesn't matter. Here come the Spurs bringing it down the other way. They swing it up top to Champagnie, coming to his right, down the lane against Hartenstein. Throws it up at the rim, looking for a foul, doesn't get it. Great defense from Hartenstein, going straight up, doesn't foul. Here comes Wallace pushing it the other way. Harper did knock down the other free throw, by the way. Wallace flips it up at the rim, can't get it to go. Over to Fox, quick outlet to Harper. Harper pushing the other way, being guarded by Caruso in transition. Caruso ends up fouling him, and the Spurs are doing an excellent job of drawing these fouls. Excellent job. Could possibly end up putting a lot of these Thunder players in foul trouble, with Hartenstein with 2 and Caruso now with 2 of their more important defenders during this series. Jason said, Atkinson's been talking crazy all series long. Mike Brown would never. Well, Mike Brown might. He might. He might. I've seen Mike Brown give some wild quotes, but I do think he's smart enough to not, in comparison, as Harper misses another free throw. He's got one more coming. I think he's smarter than Atkinson, that he knows better to not say those things out loud, whether or not they actually believe them. Mark said, Wemby-less minutes. Got to survive the Wemby-less minutes. Yep, they are rough. They are rough. Chaos Kid, what's up, Chaos Kid? Uncle Mel, what's up, Uncle Mel? I'm a Knicks fan wishing for a long, difficult series for both of these teams. True. Isaiah Hartenstein, the rebound off of 2 missed free throws from Dylan Harper. My goodness, it's getting rough out there with the free throw shooting. McCain has it up top. Almost lost a hand on the ball, but Hartenstein able to pick it up. Has it up top, hands it off to Joe, coming to his right, being chased. Puts up the 3 off the handoff, can't get it to go. Champagnie knocks the rebound loose. Cason Wallace able to pick it up. Gets blocked by Champagnie. What a recovery. And then Fox saves him from going out of bounds to Barnes. Fox comes back in, now gets it over to Champagnie, over to Cornette. Cornette gets it out to De'Aaron Fox, being guarded by Cason Wallace. What defense, what extra effort here from the San Antonio Spurs here tonight. Fox leans in, stops, turns, spins, coming to his left, blows past the defense, gets under the rim. A lot of contact, no foul call, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Spurs. RPX, what's up, RPX? Mike Brown is not running the show since Atlanta? Is not running the show since Atlanta? I don't even know how to respond to that, brother. That doesn't even make sense to me. Mark said, that's why the Spurs have to win the game. Yeah, they do. I mean, look, they have to win the game for a multitude of reasons. But if they go down 3-1 to this Thunder team, like, you got to beat them 3 times in a row? Like, good luck with that. I highly doubt that's going to happen. They get it into Champagnie, who has it up top. They swing it over to Castle. Castle, jab step, coming to his right. Mid-range, fall-away jumper, comes up short, rebound, loose. Castle knocks it loose over to Cornette, and Cornette lays it up and in. Nice finish in the paint for Luke Cornette, but great hustle from Steph Castle to keep that ball alive. Here comes McCain, bringing it down, crosses over to his left, down the lane. Slips it inside to Hartenstein to the rim, lefty layup. Can't get it to go, gets his own offensive putback, though. Tips it up and in. Luke Cornette continues to be pretty awful for the Spurs defense here tonight. Dylan Harper just mishandles it. Cason Wallace going the other way to the rim. Gets chased down, blocked, and out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Thunder, but they save the possession. They at least save the points. Daniels, what's up, Daniels? Put an X on the spot for both missed free throws. We do have that. I do have it updated here. We'll update it in a second when we get a free time. When we get a timeout or some free throws. So we have 8:20 to go here. Thunder will inbound it. They get it in Hartenstein. Up top. Wemby and SGA back in. SGA pump fakes off the step backs. Got nowhere to go. Pump fakes again, leans in again. Ball stripped, now over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein gets caught in the air, almost throws it away. Almost throws it away, almost throws it away. Players diving on the floor, and it is a shot clock violation. And the Thunder in all sorts of confusion with Castle and Wembanyama playing an excellent 2-man defensive game there. Mark said, get Luke out, Wemby coming in. Yeah, he's back in. Really, you got to have really, really short stints with this guy, Luke Cornette, man. Not great. Not great. Rose said, OKC chipping away. They are. You know they're going to hang around. I can't remember the last time we saw this Thunder team get blown out. Adani to you, the Badani. Mark said, Spurs fighting. Tooth and nail. Tooth and nail here tonight. Castle gets it over to Barnes. Barnes has it up top, being guarded by SGA. Barnes trying to get it to Wemby. They do. Wemby being guarded by Hartenstein. He faces up, puts up the mid-range jumper over him, gets the front of the rim, but he gets it to drop down, getting the nice friendly bounce. 9-point lead. Here comes SGA bringing it down. Dribbles the ball out of bounds. Ball's going back to the Spurs. SGA all out of sorts here tonight. Only a 7-point game, though. They got it to 9 now, and Castle forces a turnover in the backcourt. And the Spurs are using a challenge? I mean, the Thunder are using a challenge here? I don't know. I still don't know if they're using a challenge or not. So Mark Dagnall called the timeout. They did not initially signal a challenge. He walked over to the official and he kind of made this notion, but kind of was like, I don't know. So I don't know if he was talking about them about possibly challenging it or what. I don't know if they're challenging it. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. We'll find out when we come back from timeout. But we do have a timeout. Let's make sure we update our bingo card here. Keep it as up to date as possible. We do have 2 consecutive missed free throws. We have this multiple times so far tonight. Harper had one, and then somebody else had one, and I can't remember who it was. Keldon Johnson had 2 consecutive missed free throws as well. Both of them coming courtesy of the San Antonio Spurs, which is obviously not good for the Spurs here tonight. Even if we said they knocked down 3 of those 4, that's 3 more points to this lead. That's a 12-point lead right now, if not even a 13-point lead. So, Mike Sleva said, love the flopper chant. Love it. Love it. Love it. Every team every fan base in the league needs to adopt the flopper chant. And they need to dish it out anytime a player is overtly flopping. Every single time. Right? TC in the morning said the Knicks trader is leading OKC in the points right now. Yeah. 10 points for Hartenstein, 6 points for SGA. He scored the first 8 points of the game for the Thunder. Christian Blake said OKC is challenging. Okay. So OKC is going to use a challenge there. They want the foul on Castle with the little hand check on SGA. To me, like, I get there's no hand checking, but to me that's marginal contact. Like, we're in the playoffs, brother. Dribble the ball. Dribble the ball. You dribbled it off your own leg. Like, come on. Wemby with 13 points, only 1 rebound, but he does have 3 assists. 5 for Castle, 1 for Harper, who's 1 for 4 from the foul line. I do want to look up how many turnovers Castle has tonight. I think it's 2 so far. Obviously, we'll do a deeper dive through the box scores at halftime. We have 7.5 to go, but so far, Steph Castle only's got the 1 turnover. So obviously, him keeping turnovers down would obviously greatly benefit the Spurs team for a guy who's averaging like 8 turnovers in the series. Zuyuki, what's up, Zuyuki? LeBron's the king of flop. SGA is a prince of flop. Yeah, it's so crazy that you guys think the inception of flopping starts with LeBron James. As if Kobe and Dwayne Wade weren't the guy, and Paul Pierce weren't the guys to truly adopt it and bring it to the league. Marginal contact, failed challenge, no foul call, out of bounds. Off of SGA, I love it. Let them play. Bring the dang ball down the court, SGA. Stop worrying about these fouls. You're better than this. Barnes gets it over to Champagnie, wide open left wing 3. Champagnie can't get it to go down. Loose ball, Barnes saves it. Over to Lou Dort, who keeps it in bounds. And here comes SGA. Great rebound from Lou Dort. A great save. SGA has it up top. Dancing with it. Almost lost the handle. Picks it up. Gets it over to Hartenstein in the paint. 2-handed slam from Isaiah Hartenstein. Another beautiful pass from SGA. And it's 28-35. 7 minutes to go. Castle up top, coming to his left, dancing with it, gets it over to Wemby, up top, being guarded by Hartenstein, putting his head down, gets to the foul line, pump fake, leans in, steps through, off glass, throws it to himself, knocks it out of bounds, and it's going back to the Thunder. Great defense from the Thunder there. Wembanyama too reckless and out of control on that play. Ends up in a turnover. Here comes Dort, bringing it down against Champagnie. He has it up top. Dort gets it over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein being guarded by Wemby, hands it off to SGA, being chased by Castle, coming to his left. Pulls it back out, waving Lou Dort off. Now coming to his right off a Dort screen, and that's a moving screen on Lou Dort. Another turnover for the Thunder. If the Spurs can take advantage on all of these fouls and turnovers and missed shot attempts from the Oklahoma City Thunder, we're halfway through the second quarter, and they're stuck on 28 points here. If the Spurs could take advantage of this, and let's not discount as well the fact that the Spurs are playing some fantastic defense themselves, but they have had multiple opportunities, whether it's missed free throws or missed open threes from Champagnie. They're missing a lot of opportunities here. They get it over to Barnes up top, being guarded by SGA, kicks it over to Champagnie, and it's a foul on the On the Thunder, is that a foul on Harnstein? That'd be his third, or is that a foul on McCain? Confidence in how many turnovers? We're going to go over it at halftime. We're halfway there. We got 6 minutes to go. A little over 6 minutes to go. Man, what's up, man? Harden literally flops every time he drives. Everybody does at this point, brother. I'm tired of talking as if it's just individual players. It's league-wide. Everybody does it. Fox gets it over to Barnes. Barnes left wing, pump fakes, fly-by defense by Lou Dort, who just gets knocked out of the air by Barnes. Wild, reckless closeout from Dort. When your star players are doing it, when SGA and Jokic and them are doing it, it is to the degree to which they're doing it, it completely enables everybody else to do it to the degree that they're doing it now. Zuyuki said OKC's in foul trouble now. They're in the bonus, so that's free throws for Harrison Barnes. That is Lou Dort's going to sub out. That was McCain who picked up the foul, by the way. So Harnstein's still stuck on 2. Confidence, and everyone does it because the rest will call it. Yeah, that is also very true. Brent Finley said, flopping is unfortunately just part of the game now. Unfortunately, and it doesn't have to be. It is very easy to legislate it out of the league, and yet the league continues to not do it. Literally, just don't call it. Even if it might end up being a foul and you don't call it, boo-hoo, you missed a foul call. Maybe go get a bucket. McCain almost turns it over, but does get it over to Harnstein. Harnstein up top, hands it off to SGA, coming to his left, off the Harnstein screen, attacking Wemby, gets to the mid-range, pull-up jumper, got it to go for SGA. Barnes split the free throws. More missed free throws from the Spurs, by the way. They hand it off to Wembanyama up top. Out by the three-point line, being guarded by Harnstein, dancing with it. Swings it over to Fox. Fox coming to his right, off the Wemby screen. Throws it up at the rim. A terrible pass, but Wembanyama right there with the go-go gadget arms somehow tips it around the rim, gets his own tip up and in off the initial miss lay-in. And now here come the Thunder looking for an answer. Still an 8-point lead for the Spurs here. SGA dancing with it up top, being guarded by Champagny. Crosses over to his right, leans in, pump fake. Inside the Harnstein, hop step in the lane. He's got nowhere to go off the dribble. And they kick it out to nobody, but SGA able to snag it. He has it out by the half-court line. Coming to his right of the screen, crosses over to his left, leans in, slips and falls to the floor, and they call a tripping foul on the Spurs. And I think it's side out of bounds. They're not in the bonus yet. Ron will make Paul with LeBron. Dort injured himself trying to injure someone. Kind of. Astrophagy with the astrophagy. These free throws are going to come back to bite them. Oh, yeah, it's already coming back to bite them. They should have a double-figure lead here right now. They get it to SGA up top, being guarded by Castle. SGA coming to his left, step back, mid-range, fall away, over Castle, can't get it to go. Great defense from Steph Castle, rebounded by Vassell, over to Fox, over to Barnes, driving it down, lean in, drop step, layup against J. Will, gets blocked. J. Will with the rebound, knocked out of bounds by Steph Castle, who tried to come over and help and snag the rebound. I don't know what caused Harrison Barnes to go one-on-one against J. Will there under the rim. That didn't seem like a very good idea at all. We do have Wembanyama out the court. No, he's still on. Why did you force that, Barnes? Why did you force that? Here comes McCain bringing it down. He has it up top, being guarded by Fox. Coming to his left, Castle hedges out the guard him. McCain goes past him. Step back at the foul line, pulls it all the way back out, gets it out to SGA. SGA being guarded by Fox. A much better matchup than Castle. SGA swings through to his right, driving it down, sees two defenders. J. Will, right wing three. Can't get it to go down. Rebounded by Fox. They're pushing the other way. Still an 8-point lead, 38-30. A very low-scoring game. A defensive first game. I love it. They go over to Wemby. Coming off a screen. A straightaway three. Wembanyama. Ooh, in and out halfway down, but he can't get it to stay. Barnes knocks it out of bounds, and it's going to stay here with the Spurs. They're going to say it's out of bounds off of McCain. Great hustle from Harrison Barnes there. And that's a great call. That's a great call. It does look like it's off of McCain, who did not argue it. They get it into Wemby, a right wing three from him. He is very willingly firing away from the perimeter, which I like. I like him being aggressive, but maybe settle down on the threes, man. Here comes SGA driving it down against Castle, and a foul on Castle out on the perimeter. Bumping SGA going to the rim. Side out of bounds still. Not in the bonus yet for OKC. They got 4 minutes to go here. DB said, Cat and OG are going to mop the floor with Wemby. I don't know if anybody's going to mop the floor with Wemby, but they will play him well. Bryn Finley said, can y'all stop beefing the chat? I mean, I don't know if anybody's beefing in the chat, but I do see the conversation happening. And SGA again turns it over, mishandling the ball. Really struggling with his ball handling here tonight. Some great pressure defense from the Spurs. Keldon Johnson, a bowling ball to the rim, lowers that shoulder, tries to go right through the chest of Chet Holmgren, but gets blocked out of bounds. Caruso's in the game, along with Holmgren. Rounding it out is McCain, J. Will, and SGA. Still got Wembanyama in the game. They lob it into Wemby, being guarded by Holmgren. He just puts it on the floor, goes to the rim, gets the foul call. He's going to the rim for two. Can give them the 10-point lead. Isaiah Garner said, I hate when Wemby shoots threes. I don't hate it at all. I think it's very, very necessary for him to shoot. That's another foul on Caruso, by the way. That's 3. I think it's very necessary for him to shoot threes, considering he has that skill set. If he didn't have the skill set to knock down threes, I'd agree with you. But he has the skill set to knock down threes, so you got to make sure it's a part of his game for sure. But at the same time, right now, it's too many. There's a nice solid number to hang around in terms of three-point attempts. Wembanyama knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. The thing with Wemby right now is that he's so young, he hasn't identified a certain part of the court where it's like, I'm going to get to this side of the court or this spot in the court, and this is my spot. I can turn and knock down a shot and over and over and over again because I've taken 9 million threes or 9 million shots from this point. Whether it's the high post fall away from the right or left side, whether it's at the foul line or at the elbows or wherever the case may be, he needs to find a spot on the court. And, he's early in his career. He just doesn't have one yet. He will develop it as his career goes on. Wemby does knock down both free throws. SGA coming to his left off the Caruso screen, driving it down, stops, spins, kicks it out to Caruso. They run him off the three-point line. He's going to drive it in the lane, leaves it off for Chet Holmgren. Gets fouled by Wembanyama. He's going to the foul line for 2. So that is Wembanyama's second foul, I believe. And Chet Holmgren also has the 2 fouls. We talked about the Caruso having the 3 fouls. Nobody else really in foul trouble. Well, Dylan Harper also has 2 fouls, but he's coming off the bench. Not as integral to the Spurs here tonight. Integral, but not as integral. Bryn Finley said Wemby's shooting accuracy is still wild. It is indeed. It is indeed. Chet Holmgren misses the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Keith Modeste, what's up, Keith? The time is Monday for all New York Knicks fans to show support and break a broadcast viewing in honor of Sheffy and the New York Knicks. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. 3:40 to go here. Chet Holmgren misses the first free throw. He's got one more coming. Isaiah Garner said, Trust I have no problem with him shooting threes. It's the amount of shooting? For sure. I agree. You want him shooting threes because he has the capability of doing so. But, yeah, there's a nice solid number you want him hanging around. Castle down the lane, beautiful driving kick. Harper wide open right corner 3, in and out, can't get it to stay. Castle keeps the ball alive. Ball gets knocked out of the air. McCain picks it up. He's bringing it down the other way. McCain on the right wing. Picked up by Vassell, now picked back up by Johnson, but they call a foul on Vassell running through the Chet Holmgren screen. Semi-Pro said both teams to score 200-plus points. What do you think, guys? That's a pretty good number, brother. 100 points. Each team has to hit at least 100 points. I mean, with the way this game's going, actually, it's not pretty good. It's not, actually. Chet Holmgren splits the free throws, made the first, misses the second again. 32-40. Vassell bringing it down, picked up by McCain, leaves it off to Johnson. Johnson being guarded by Kenrich Williams, putting his head down, attacking, hop step in the lane, can't get the layup to go. Wemby can't get the tip. Loose ball, knocked over to Castle, knocked out of his hands, but Vassell picks it up in the corner to Johnson, being guarded by Kenrich Williams. He's putting his head down, he's attacking, gets the ball stripped out of his hands by Cason Wallace, and Johnson a little bit wild and reckless here tonight. Cason Wallace gets it over to SGA, attacking, step back, right wing fall away, comes up short, rebounded by Vassell. Vassell bringing it down, and SGA picks up the foul, trying to step in front, and that's 2 free throws for Devin Vassell. Easy points for Vassell. Bad foul, really bad foul from SGA. Spurs struggling to score here, and you're going to give them two free easy shots at the rim here, and a knockdown free throw shooter in Devin Vassell at that. Keldon Johnson's been a bit of a wreck here tonight. He's 1 for 4 from the field. He's got multiple turnovers, only the 2 points. He does have 3 rebounds, but he's way too wild and reckless right now. Bryn Finley said, if neither team scores 100, dang. It's very much on the table. Haitian Mike with the patient Mike. How do you feel about OG making the second defensive All-NBA team? It was the bare minimum that he was going to get, and it's unfortunate he didn't get first-team All-NBA over Derek White, which he very much deserved over Derek White, who didn't deserve to be on first-team All-NBA. But, man, there is a media bias for those green jerseys, I'll tell you that. There is a heavy media bias for those green jerseys. Mark said, this is the league MVP, y'all. He's having a rough night. 8 points, 5 assists, multiple turnovers, though, for SGA. But let's also not pretend like he didn't actually have really good games in Game 2 and Game 3 as well. He did struggle in Game 1. He's struggling here tonight as well. But they're going to need more from SGA. I do expect them to have a much better second half, but we'll see. We will see. Robert Kling said, the Knicks are all scoring 60 points a half in most of the playoffs. Yeah, they have been by far the best offense in the NBA. Although they have not gone up against a defense the caliber of the Thunder or the Spurs. So there's also that. MBM said, no worries, OG getting a ring for that slate. He's already got 1 ring, trying to add another one to his collection. As you're going to say, yeah, White didn't deserve to be first-team All-NBA. He was trash in the playoffs. I mean, it's a regular season award, but even if we take away the playoffs, teams are not the way I was talking about this with my dad earlier as well, and a couple of buddies I was texting with it about. Where the thing with Derek White is that I don't know if there's a single player in the NBA, a single star in the NBA, where when Derek White is guarding them or gets switched onto them or whatever, that they're like, oh man, I got to get rid of this ball, or I got to get a screen, I got to get Derek White away from me. Nobody's afraid of Derek White guarding them. Now, Derek White is a phenomenal team defender. Fantastic defender. Might be the best team defender at the guard spot, the guard position. The difference is OG Anunoby might be the best team defender at the wing spot, at the wing position, while also being one of the best one-on-one isolation perimeter defenders in the league as well, while also probably being the most versatile defender, at the wing position. He can guard bigs. I mean, as a matter of fact, he's one of the best defenders guarding Embiid and guarding Wembanyama and guarding SGA. Like, it doesn't matter. You can throw him at guard 1 through 5. You can guard anybody, OG Anunoby, and he's done it throughout the regular season. And for all of the talk about how the Knicks can't win a championship, obviously before they got to this point, but how the Knicks can't win a championship because they have Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns, and so their defense has a cap tool. They can't get any better defensively because they have 2 defensive liabilities, and yet they were a top 10 defense in the league, and for the last 40 games of the regular season, so half the season, they were a top 5 defense. I believe they were the 3rd-ranked defense in the NBA. Actually, I think they were the first-ranked. Well, they were the first-ranked defense, I believe, the last 20 games of the season. But for the last 40 games of the season, as Vassell misses the first free throw, he's got another one coming. These missed free throws are killing the Spurs. Last 40 games of the regular season, they were a top 3 defense in the NBA. At worst, the top 5, but I believe they were the 3rd best defense in the NBA. And how did they do it? They did it with OG Anunoby. They did it with Mitchell Robinson, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges. And OG Anunoby as the linchpin to that defense. And yet, you give it to Derek White. There is a huge media bias for the Celtics, but we knew this already, going back to when Emmanuel quickly got robbed for his 6th man of the year for Malcolm Brogdon, who was objectively not nearly as impactful as Emmanuel Quickley. As a matter of fact, the only reason Quickley didn't win it was because the Bostonians argued that, well, Quickley started 20 games this year, which is an absolutely ridiculous argument to make. Castle down the lane, throws up a layup over Wembanyama. Got it to go down for Kason Wallace. What a drive and finish. Vassell did split the free throws, by the way, so it's a 7-point game. Harper spins off of off of Kason Wallace there. Can't get the floater to go as Kenrich Williams came over to contest. Kason Wallace shot out of cannon, attacking, coming to his left down the lane, lefty layup, can't get it to go. But Wembanyama mistimes his jump. Chet Holmgren able to rise up behind them and tip it up and in. And it's a 5-point game with 2 minutes to go. Excellent minutes here without SGA. Oh no, SGA is out on the court. They're just not utilizing him. They go over to Wemby, who's going to pump fake, fly by defense by Holmgren, gets into the lane, hangs in the air, throws it off the glass, and he tips it up and in. Threw it off glass to himself. He didn't look to try and make that basket. He said, let me throw it off the glass to myself. I'll catch it and lay it up and in. Here come the Thunder. SGA up top, being guarded by Harper, coming to his left, blows right past him, step back, gets to the baseline, fall away, over Wemby on the help side, and SGA able to rattle it down along the baseline fall away. What a tough shot from SGA. Vassell bringing it down, being guarded by Kenrich Williams, dribbles it out to the half-court line. Good pressure from Williams here. Vassell picks up his handle, now gets it over to Harper. Harper being guarded by Kenrich Williams now on a switch, 1:20 to go. Harper calling for a screen. Coming to his right off the screen, they get it to the Wemby in the post, being guarded by Holmgren. Wemby, one-legged Dirk fall away. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Chet Holmgren. They hand it off to SGA, who's going to bring it down. And this is exactly what we needed to see. Chet Holmgren going to have to put his big boy pants on and guard Victor Wembanyama. SGA lobbed it down low to Kason Wallace, slipping the screen set. They swing it over to McCain, a left wing three, can't get it to go. Kenrich Williams, the offensive rebound, but they call a foul on Kenrich Williams. They say pushing the defender out of the way to snag that board. Keenar said, that shot by SGA is why he's so good, and he does not need the flop. Quit flopping. Yeah. He is automatic from the mid-range when he can get to his spot, which is why you don't need to flop. You don't need the help of the officials. Just hoop. Just hoop. If they foul you, they foul you. So Vassell's going to get 2 more free throws here because they have been in the bonus for the last, I believe, 4 minutes here. Paper Dog, what's up, Paper Dog? Spurs can't beat OKC on their worst day. Spurs can't beat OKC on their worst day. Well, they beat them 4 times in the regular season, and they beat them in game 1. So even if you wanted to say they can't beat them in the playoffs, they've already kind of beat them in the playoffs. So there's that, brother. There's that. Vassell knocks down both free throws. It is back to 7, 45-38, 1 minute to go. Thunder doing a great job of not allowing the Spurs to blow this lead open, hanging around, keeping around, waiting until their offense can get going. They hit McCain, come back door, foul line pull-up jumper, comes up short, rebounded by Champagny, who hits the ground, takes a nasty fall. It's going to be a jump ball between Champagny and Kason Wallace. I think Champagny was waiting for a foul call. That never came after he snagged the rebound. Looked like maybe he got his legs taken out from under him. But there was no foul called. So Kason Wallace got his hand in there. It's going to be a jump ball, which fills in a spot on a bingo card here. Does fill in a spot on the bingo card. Which is a jump ball, which is up here. Champagny versus Wallace. Champagny wins it, and they get over to Fox. 40 seconds to go here. Fox bringing it down. Coming to his right off a Wembanyama screen in the backcourt. Fox has a lane, stops, turns, pulls it back out, picks up his handle, swings it over to Vassell, catches it on the run, hop step down the lane, fall away mid-range jumper, rattles it in for Devin Vassell. Big-time baskets, big-time shot making for Devin Vassell here. Castle bringing it down, or Castle guarding SGA, who's bringing it down. SGA has it up top. Castle applying pressure. He's going to dance with it and trying to wind down as much time as possible. Attacking to his left. Down the lane. Kicks in the corner. Kason Wallace. Wide open left corner 3. He misses it. Battle for the rebound. Kenrich Williams has it. Battling down low. Has it. Lost it. Castle loses it. Champagny picks it up before it goes out of bounds. Over to Vassell. Over to Wembanyama. Wembanyama with the shot clock winding down. Gets to the half court. Fires it. Got to his spot. And he knocks it down. Consider it a logo 3. The half court heave finds its way through the bottom of the net as the Spurs take a 12-point lead going in at halftime. Could not have ended the first half any better than that. Literally could not have ended it any better than that. The Wembanyama, he knew how much time was on the clock. He said, let me get to the middle and then rise up and fire this half-court shot. He shot that thing perfectly, went right through the net, didn't even need the bank. Just threw in there. Castle can't believe it. He's hyped. Harper is hyped. Wemby's hyped. You love to see it. A sniper. He knew it. He said, let me get to my spot. I'm not going to rush it down. I'm not going to try and shoot this falling, heave, falling out of bounds. No, let me I know there's only 5 seconds left. Let me get to my spot. Half court, straight away. I'm 7'7". Ain't nobody blocking this anyway. I'm just going to rise up and shoot it. That is indeed a logo 3. Obviously knocking it down from the half-court line, which is where the logo is. Of course, that counts. So we'll fill that in as well. And, of course, we'll go through the box scores and see how it matches up with our bingo card. So there we go. Got a couple of things in there. Rose said, helping the bingo card, it helps the bingo card tremendously. Joseph, what's up, Joseph? OKC shooting threes is what's going to lose them the game. If OKC is so good, why do they keep chucking up threes? Because you need threes to win basketball games. But also, they are just packing the paint, and they're going to dare the Thunder to shoot threes. It killed them in games 2 and 3, where the Thunder knocked down threes, and it lost them the game in game 1, and is losing them the game so far here in game 4. Mark said the definition of a logo 3, the absolute definition of the logo 3. Jay Hammer said 7'5" Larry Bird. Imagine Larry Bird at 7'5". That would be crazy. Ruzande said the Spurs beat them in the regular season and beat them in the Cup Series, and the Spurs took a game on them. So I don't know what people are talking about sometimes. No idea. Nick Yak said keeping it close if the Spurs hit more free throws, it would be a huge lead. It would. Let's go through the team stats. You know, it's my favorite thing to do. First thing of the halftime show. Let's go through the team stats. Let's take a look at it together. We have the Spurs slightly, ever so slightly, but it is a very slight lead. It's a small lead, but it is a lead nonetheless. 47, winning the possession battle. 47 attempts to 45% for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Winning it by 2. Okay. David Oz Jr., what's up, David? No more watch parties, Ms. Justice? Huh? Christian Blaze said, we had a failed challenge. We did have a failed challenge as well. You're right. It's been a while since we've had a failed challenge. Actually, not really. We had a failed challenge last night with the Knicks. Where's failed challenge? Where is it? Up here. There we go. We're close. We need a Wemby 30 ball and a Castle 20 ball, which Wemby's got 20 in the first half, I think, after that made 3. So we're close. Yak said the dude shot. He shot the logo with great form, not a chug. Yeah, he shot it. He didn't heave it up there. He didn't throw it. He got to his spot, which is why I keep phrasing it that way. He literally was like, let me get to my spot, rose up, had the elbow tucked, followed through, held the gooseneck out there, locked it down. So we have the Oklahoma City Thunder. Wow, I didn't know it was this bad. This is horrendous. I didn't know it was this bad. 1 for 11 from three-point range for the Thunder? They're not even chucking up threes. I agree. It definitely felt like they shot more threes than 11 attempts, but probably because they've missed 10 of their 11 attempts. They are 1 for 11 from 3 is wild. Spurs are 5 for 16. They're not shooting the lights out of the ball. They're 5 for 16. Obviously significantly better than 1 for 11, but... free throw shooting, heavily favored in the San Antonio Spurs direction. 11 for 18 from the field, although they are missed 7 free throws already. You gotta knock down your free throws. Versus the Thunder, who are 5 for 7. They are knocking down their free throws, but they're not getting to the foul line very often. Chet Holmgren is the guy who's missed both of them. We have rebounding, 28 to 24. Slightly in favor of the San Antonio Spurs, a 4-rebound lead. They're winning the offensive rebounding battle by 2. Assists 12 to 10. Not too crazy. What is the made field goal differential? Only 1. The free throws and the 3-point shooting being heavily in favor of the San Antonio Spurs is what's giving them the 12-point lead here. Only 1 more made free throw by the San Antonio Spurs in comparison to the Thunder. You would think it would be a bit larger, but it isn't. And it's part of the reason why the assist totals are so close, why the rebounding totals are so close. Steals 4-2, blocks 3-4, turnovers 9-5, 9 turnovers for the Thunder. I wonder how many SGA has. David House Jr. said, so if JV, we win the chip, how are they going to stop millions of people at the parade? Huh? What are you talking about? We have total turnovers 9 and 6. Fast break points 0 for the Thunder. 0. 10 for the Spurs, which is fine. It's a good number. 0 for the Thunder is crazy, though. Points in the paint, 22 to 22. Not bad. Not bad at all. Largest lead, 1 point, 15 for the Spurs. They've led for 92% of the game, forcing the Thunder to have to play catch-up. We've seen this before, though. We've seen the Thunder have a lead. We've seen the Spurs have a lead over the Thunder. We've seen teams in general have leads over the Thunder. They are a second-half team. Let's see what kind of performance they have in the second half. They're going to need to knock down perimeter shots, man. My goodness. 1 for 11 is crazy. I did not expect that to be the number. Turnovers are also pretty high here for the Thunder, who are not a high turnover team at all. They got 9. Let's see who has them. Isaiah Hartenstein leading them in scoring is actually hilarious and crazy. And the fact that he's second on the team in shot attempts is also ridiculous and crazy. 6 for 9 from the field, 4 for 10 for SGA. As a matter of fact, let's also pull up our bingo card and take a look at it in that way. We have no Hartenstein props, but let's go through it real quick. Hartenstein with 12 and 5. It's great that he's given them 12 points. That's awesome. Great. That's icing on the cake, of course. Shea having 10 points on 10 shot attempts is not very good. He hasn't taken a 3. He's only taken 2 free throws, which is very much hurting him. He only has 2 turnovers. It definitely feels like more, but he only has the 2 turnovers. Holmgren also has the 2 turnovers. 6 assists for SGA. Kayson Wallace, 2 points, 1 for 7 from the field, is absolutely rough for his team here. They're going to need a lot more shot making from guys not named Shea, or Hartenstein for that matter. Jay Will off the bench, 3 points. Isaiah Joe off the bench, 3 points. Not getting anything from anybody else. We threw Alex Caruso up there, and he hasn't even taken a shot tonight. In 10 minutes, he hasn't even taken a shot tonight. He's got 3 personal fouls. He's been rough out there. Aaron Wiggins, he came in, didn't do much in his 7 minutes. As a matter of fact, he didn't do much, and I even confused him with Isaiah Joe, who later came in for him, who played 4 minutes. He had a nice and one going to the basket, which I confused with Aaron Wiggins, but that was indeed Isaiah Joe. McCain in 15 minutes, 0 for 7 from the field, 0 for 4 from 3 is an absolute killer. Absolute killer for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Oklahoma City Thunder today, who are desperate for a ball handler not named Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. No J-Dub, no A.J. Mitchell. Thunder are really struggling to put the ball in the basket. It's allowing the Spurs to load up heavily on SGA as a ball handler. Sean Morris said Caruso got to step up if they want to win. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. They have played everybody that is dressed except for rookie Nikola Topic. They have played everybody they possibly can. They are searching. Coach Dagnall is searching for somebody not named SGA to dribble this basketball and make a shot. Lou Dors played 9 minutes. He hasn't taken a shot. He's got 3 fouls. Same with Alex Caruso, who's played 10 minutes. He hasn't taken a shot. He's got 3 fouls. So absolutely horrendous from the perimeter defenders. Kayson Wallace, 1 for 7. Disgusting. And then Jaron McCain, 0 for 7. Even worse. Literally worse. Kenar said, basically, any of J. Will, A.J. Mitchell, Wallace, Joe, Caruso, McCain can come in and kill it. They have ridiculous depth. They do. What happened to A.J. Mitchell? Calf strain, I believe it is. Strained his calf. Which we know, recent history, what calf strains might lead to. I know he's super young, but they're going to be cautious. Anybody's going to be cautious with calf strains nowadays. Jay Will knocking down a 3 is nice. I know in Game 3 he came in and knocked down a bunch of threes. He had 4 threes in that game, I think. Last I checked, but 1 for 3 from 3 tonight. He's the only guy to hit a 3 tonight. Actually, this is a problem, though, as well. Just taking a look at it, the starters, the only person to take a 3 in the starting lineup is Wallace. Considering the amount of pressure that is being applied to SJ to keep him out of the paint, especially when Wembanyama's out there, the fact that they couldn't get anybody open from 3, I guess Hartenstein's not spreading it from 3. Chet Holmgren is not even looking at the basket when he catches it out in the perimeter. SGA hasn't taken any of the step-back 3s. Rob P. with upping his membership. Appreciate the generosity, big dog. Thank you for the support, Rob P. Thank you for that, big dog. Nobody taking a 3 in the starting lineup outside of Kayson Wallace, who's only taken 2, is rough. It is rough. Confidence says, where's Caruso? Caruso is 10 minutes, hasn't taken a shot, only has 1 assist, and has committed 3 fouls. They're getting the hacks out of the game here today. They are getting the hacks out of the game here today. We go down to the San Antonio Spurs. Wembanyama dominating the game with 22 points. I'm actually shortchanging him. I said he had 20. He's got 22. We have him on the player props up here in bingo for 30. 5 boards, 3 assists for Victor Wembanyama. Champagny, 2 points, 1 for 6 from the field, 0 for 4 from 3. So he's also breaking it up out there like the Thunder are. And he had nice open looks. So everything even. I guess if Champagny can knock down a couple, we can give that over to the Spurs because they could also knock down a couple open ones as well. De'Aaron Fox, 2 points for him, 6 boards, 3 assists. He hasn't been great offensively in terms of scoring the ball, but he's done a great job of being a nice, steady presence out there as another ball handler, another release valve for this team. He's got 6 boards and 3 assists. He's hustling at least. We know he's hampered with the ankle, so I like that he's out there giving it a go. I don't even mind the 2 points. Just give him what you can. Give him what you can. Devin Vassell, 11 points for him here today. I think his shot making has been superb and spectacular for a team that desperately needed it. 2 for 2 from three-point range, 3 for 5 from the field overall. Again to the foul line, 3 for 4 from the foul line. 4 boards, 2 assists for Devin Vassell. I think he's been great. Steph Castle, obviously the most important number we could always take a look at with Steph Castle, especially in the playoffs, is the turnover numbers. He's only got 1 turnover here tonight. Spectacular. And again, see what happens when you have another guy to help handle the ball for him in De'Aaron Fox. See what happens to Steph Castle's turnover numbers. They dramatically decrease. It's been a great game from all around. Oh my goodness, Rob P. Oh my goodness, Rob P. An incredibly generous super chat. Appreciate you, man. My goodness. He said, hey, man, I appreciate you covering all these games. Have you on over the announcers. I appreciate you, Rob P. Thank you for your generosity, man. Never expected, but always appreciated. Thank you for that, man. Thank you. Literally can't say it enough. Thank you, Rob P. My goodness, brother. Appreciate you. Whew. Whew, whew, whew. Thank you, man. That's going right back into the channel. It's going right back into the channel. I already have ideas as far as what we're going to do to help improve the channel, which can only be done during the off season, of course. But appreciate you. Thank you, Rob P. My goodness, I'm flabbergasted. I'm at a loss for words. I don't even want to keep going over the box scores. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, man. Thank you. Because we keep going through the box scores. Appreciate you, Rob. We go down to Steph Castle, 5 points, 2 boards, 2 assists, but only the 1 turnover, which is incredibly important for this Spurs team to not turn the ball over. Harrison Barnes off the bench, not getting a ton of production either for the Spurs, so as rough as it's been for the Thunder bench, it's also been pretty rough for the Spurs bench. Harrison Barnes, 1 point, 1 rebound, 7 minutes. Keldon Johnson, only 2 points, 1 for 4 from the field, 3 rebounds, 2 turnovers. I think he's been absolutely all over the place. Keldon Johnson has. They need somebody. They need somebody to be uber aggressive with the ball in the hands, especially when Wembanyama's not on the court. Keldon Johnson is doing that, and I appreciate that, and I think it's really important. But he's gonna have to play better. He's just gonna have to play better. It's not enough to be aggressive. He's gonna have to make smarter plays. Carter Bryant only played the 1 minute. They got him out of there. It was not good when he was out there. Was kind of all over the place. Not sure if he was executing the game plan, and that's why he got pulled. Maybe he dealt with an injury or something, but he only played the 1 minute. Got pulled for Harrison Barnes very quickly. Luke Cornett has only played 6 minutes. It's been rough when Luke Cornett has been out there. It's been really rough when Luke Cornett has been out there. They need Wembanyama out there expeditiously, so he's only sparing him a couple of minutes here and there. He's played 6. That's it. Dylan Harper, 11 minutes for him. He's a plus 14 in those 11 minutes. He only has the 1 point and only 1 assist and also a turnover. But I think his defense has been solid. And again, I think it's really, really nice to have the other ball handlers out there. When Fox was out and then Harper got hampered, and then when they tried to both give it a go in Game 3, I think there was a bit of some helter-skelter play there for the Spurs. I think it was nice. It was some helter-skelter play here tonight as well, as neither guy is fully healthy and dealing with major injuries. But just having the option of having other ball handlers out there has greatly helped Steph Castle, greatly helped the Spurs team overall. And they are not going deeper into their bench. They're going to the regular rotation. No McLaughlin, no Plumlee, no Biyombo, no Lindy Wanders III, no Kelly Olynyk. Of course, they don't have as deep of a bench as the Thunder. Nobody does. They're the deepest team in the league. So, let's take a look. Before we start the second half here, as we're about to come back out, let's take a look to see how it matches up to our bingo card. We need SGA for 30. He's only got 10. We did have a field challenge. We had filled in here. We'll update the bingo card in a second. Vassell for 3 threes. He's got 2. Any player for 3 blocks? which we are indeed coming back out. Tay Cowboys with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, Tay. My goodness. You guys, incredibly generous tonight. Thank you, guys. My goodness. Sheffy, you have held it down this year. Yes, you are appreciated. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you, guys. This is free content. You don't owe me anything. All I ever ask is for you to just hit that thumbs up button. That's it. But I appreciate your generosity in helping support the community, man. I really do. Thank you, guys. Vassell 3 threes, any player 3 blocks. Crusoe 2 threes, hasn't hit any. We do have a travel up here. Let's update our bingo cards. We are starting the second half now. Boom, boom, boom. We'll pull this up for everybody. There we go. We will update our bingo card with the failed challenge. I do have it filled in. We'll update it in a second to kick it out to Kason Wallace, who finally knocks down a straightaway three-point shot. There you go. There you go. Finally got it to go. Where's my microphone? Let's lock back in. 50-41. Castle down the lane, lobs it over to Wemby. Wemby gets the lob dunk to go down. End of the foul call. Is that a foul on Dort or Hartenstein? Either way, it's a problem for the Thunder. That's 4 fouls on Lou Dort. Get him out of the game. Get him out of the game. He is probably going to be subbing out now. Mike Hirsch said, everyone hit the like, show love for Chevy in the channel. Appreciate you, Mike Hirsch. Appreciate you, brother. So we didn't go over entirely our bingo card, but we will update the field challenge up there. And then we'll go through the rest of it when we get to the timeout break. Foom pasted a foul on Dort and Hart. Yeah, unfortunately, only one player can get credited with it, but Lou Dort is out of here. Aaron Wiggins comes in immediately. Wemby trying to get the 3 points back, getting the and one off the Kason Wallace, who knocked down a 3 to start the quarter. Wembanyama got the layup, gets the free throw, gets those 3 points back. It is a 12-point game yet again. 11:30 to go. Here we go. Wallace bringing it down against Fox. Wallace coming to his right off the Holmgren screen, driving it down in the lane, kicks over to Hartenstein. A foul line, a baseline, high arcing rainbow floater, can't get it to go down over Wemby. Tripping all over my words. Vassell pushing the pace, gets over to Castle, runs right over Holmgren, who hits the deck. Castle gets the layup to go. Gotta stay up on your feet. 14-point lead. Castle gets a steal in the backcourt, gets tripped up, no foul call. And here come the Thunder bringing it down. They get it over to SGA, now over to Wiggins. Wiggins fires up a left wing 3. He comes up short. Wembanyama the rebound. And a lot of pressure is being applied by the Spurs here. Part of the reason why the Thunder are short-arming their jump shots here. Castle spins in the lane off of Aaron Wiggins, gets the layup to go. He's hooping. And we get yet another Thunder timeout trying to quell this Spurs run here. 16-point lead. And all of the Spurs look absolutely locked in right now. Nick Yak said, Wemby needs to play under the boards. He would foul them out. Yeah, I mean, he tried playing under the boards the first 2 games, or the first 3 games, or really the first 2 games. And Hartenstein was grabbing and pushing and shoving and holding, and they didn't call any of it. You need to be able to pull the ball out to the perimeter as well. He needs to be able to do both. Tyreek Smith, what's up, Tyreek Smith? Said, you got kids? I don't have any kids. Keenar said, no room left on the New York Knicks bandwagon. Sorry, some of us Knicks fans, since the 1970s. I mean, there's no more room on the bandwagon. We are 1 win away from the finals. If you weren't already on the bandwagon throughout the season, throughout this past Jalen Brunson run, you missed your time. Bandwagon's already all down the road. Mike Hirsch said, Thunder aren't invincible after all. People were saying that this would be over in 5. Not so sure about that. Yeah, I didn't see anybody saying that. The people I listened to, they were talking about 6-7 game series. Now, I picked the Thunder to win it. Obviously, there's still a good chance they will win it. There's even a decent chance they could pull this game off and win it. 16-point leads are nothing. But with the way that the Spurs are playing here tonight, they're taking it right to this Thunder team. 25 for Wemby. 25, 5, and 3 for Wemby. Castle up to 9 now, off 2 beautiful moves to the rim. Boom pasted it has since been upgraded to a chariot. Getting hard. 6 or 7. This indeed will be at least a 6 or 7 game season. I mean, if the Spurs win it today, it'll obviously go as far as a 6-game series, at least. Mike Hirsch said, as a Knicks fan, I hope for a hard-fought 7-game series and a Spurs win, but that's just me. I mean, I think a lot of people are on your side, too. I might be on your side, too. Tyreek Smith said, I just wish people would stop sleeping on our Knicks like they haven't been playing smash mouth basketball. That's what I'm saying, Tyreek. That's what I'm saying. Like, at least talk about them like they haven't been setting absolute bonkers records throughout this playoff run. Bryn Finley said, I only got back in the NBA this season. It's been surreal. Feel pretty lucky to have the Knicks. Appreciate you, Bryn Finley. Appreciate you, brother. Even as somebody who's been locked in pretty much my whole life, it is still a surreal feeling that they're here. They are on the verge. Angel A1 Droman said, your boy Hartenstein is leading the way, Chevy. He is their leading scorer somehow, man. He is their leading scorer, 6 for 10 from the field. And we called that out to start the game. If Hartenstein's leading the way for you, like, his scoring is a nice icing on the cake, but he has taken 10 shots here tonight. He is tied for the most amount of shot attempts on the team. Tied with SGA for 10 attempts. Like, that ain't getting it done. Keenar said, I admit I could not watch our team during the Carmelo debacle, though. I mean, the Carmelo, after the 12-13 season, once Phil Jackson took over, it was a complete mess. Complete mess. I don't even call that the Carmelo era. That's the Phil Jackson era. He was an absolute disaster, horrendous. But that era was rough. SGA, a step back jumper, can't get it to go. And they call it a loose ball foul on the Spurs. Foul on Castle. Court Bex, what's up, Court? Now you know how Bad Boys fans felt when they finally got by the Celtics. I mean, we felt that last year. That was the feeling last year, brother. Mike said, Phil Jackson wasn't what we needed. No, he was not. No, he's not. Not at all. Hartenstein up top, feeds it to SGA, cutting to the rim, down the lane, lefty layup, got it to go. Beautiful set play for the Spurs there to get SGA wide open, cutting to the rim, pulling Hartenstein all the way, pulling Wemby all the way out of the paint. Castle up top, over to Wembanyama. Wembanyama out by the logo, directing traffic, being guarded by Chet Holmgren. I love it. Match up, backing him down. Hop step in the lane, kicks it out to Fox. Pump fakes coming to his left. Great defense from Cason Wallace, who knocks the ball out of bounds. Great hands from Cason Wallace. This kid's hands are unreal. Unreal defense from him. Aldrin Benedict Galagala. What's up, Aldrin? Spurs are ready to get swept by the Knicks. Vassell lobs it over. Wemby, rim, can't get it to go down. Loose ball rebound, picked up by Wiggins. Gets it over to SGA, bringing it down. Here we go. Under 10. SGA up top, dancing with it, crosses over to his left off the Hartenstein screen, driving it down against Fox, puts him in the post, sees 2 defenders, swings it out up top to Wiggins, catches it on the run, lost the handle, so he's got to pull it back out, over to Holmgren, over to Wallace. Wallace on the right wing, jab step, coming to his right, down across the lane, kicks out to Wiggins, he's going to pump fake, come to his right, down the lane against Castle, puts up the jumper, gets blocked by Castle, Hartenstein picks up the loose ball, gets blocked by Wemby, and it's going to be a shot clock violation. It's a block fest down here for the San Antonio Spurs, first by Castle, then by Wembanyama. SGA can't even get the ball back. It's got to be you, SGA. I know they're loading up. Got to find a way. Castle to the rim. Can't get the layup. Hartenstein with the rebound. Gets it over to SGA, bringing it down. 2:30 to go. Over to Wiggins. Over to Holmgren. Holmgren in the corner, being guarded by Wembanyama. And a foul on Castle as Hartenstein was coming down the middle of the lane. 14-point game. That's 2 fouls now on Castle early in this quarter. Mike Hurst said Wiggins was the #1 overall pick back in the day. Wrong Wiggins, brother. Wrong Wiggins. That is Andrew Wiggins over on the Heat. This is Aaron Wiggins. No relation. Mark said, do they call 3-second violation in the NBA anymore? No. You can hang out in the paint as long as you want. They get it in the Hartenstein up top. Whether it's travels or 3-second violations, they don't like calling these things, Mark. They don't like it. SGA danced with it up top, being guarded by Vassell. Sees 2 defenders over to Aaron Wiggins, wide open right corner 3. Wiggins can't get it to go. Rebounded over to Fox. Fox shot out of a cannon, bringing it down the other way. Has it on the right wing, picked up by Caruso. Fox is going to dance with it, pulls it all the way out, picks up his handle, gets it over to Vassell. Vassell gets it back to Fox. They're looking for Wemby. Now they're telling him no. Wemby doesn't want the ball. He's over there in the corner being guarded by Harnstein out by the three-point line. So now Fox is going to isolate on the left wing, coming off a screen. Bump, Euro down the lane, takes the bump to the rim. Can't get it to go. Wemby knocks the rebound away from Fox, shaking his head, knowing he messed up there. Caruso driving down the lane in the paint. Layup, can't get it to go. Great defense from Vassell. Looked like maybe he got a piece of it. Either way, it's missed. And now here comes Wembanyama bringing it down, picked up by Harnstein. Coming to his right. He's going to stop and pop on the right wing. Wembanyama feeling it like that. Can't get it to go. Castle comes flying in. Can't get the tip dunk to go down, but that's because he gets hit on the arm by SGA on the attempt. So he's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws, I assume, here. That is the second foul on SGA. We got 3 fouls on Caruso, 2 fouls on Harnstein, and obviously the 4 fouls on Lou Dort, which got him out early in this third quarter. Keenor said, yeah, I can't keep the Wigginses straight either. It's so crazy how long you can go without like one name making it to the NBA, and then all of a sudden there's 2 Wiggins in the NBA. I've never even heard of that last name. And then all of a sudden there's 2 of them in the NBA at the same time? Just his dad, Marylander. Yep, out of Maryland. Aaron Wiggins. Castle with the foul line for 2. He knocks down the first one. He's got the one more coming. Gets them both to go down. 59-43. 16-point lead. 8:20 to go. Cason Wallace bringing it down. He has it up top, being guarded by Dylan Harper. Wallace shovels it over to Harnstein. Harnstein being guarded by Wembanyama. Castle picks his pocket. Bringing it down the other way. Castle Euros over to Wemby. Goes to the rim. Big lefty hammer. Wembanyama, Steph Castle running roughshot all over the Oklahoma City Thunder as they build up an 18-point lead here. 8 minutes to go. SGA bringing it down against Wembanyama. Bump in the lane. Knocked out of his hands by Wemby. Picked up by Barnes. Here comes Castle pushing the pace. They wanted to get it to Wemby. Instead, they get over to Barnes. Barnes down the lane. Bump in the lane. Layup. Can't get it to go down, but draws the foul. 4 fouls on Caruso. 4 fouls on Dort. Barnes will go to the foul line for 2. They're getting the hacks out of the game. Play basketball, you hacks. Caruso is turning into an absolute hack at this point in his career. Same with Lou Dort, who's always been a hack. Mike Scleva said this series going 7. The Knicks will have a week off again. I mean, the starting date is already set. Castle knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming and giving them a 20-point lead. The date's already been said. June 3rd is game 1 of the finals. June 3rd is game 1 of the finals. Bible alien alert. Alien alert. He's up to 27 already. We didn't go through it during our timeout break, but we will go through it during the timeout break in a second. Because we should be seeing a timeout as Castle does knock down the second free throw. 20-point game. 7:40 to go. Caruso has it on the right wing. Gets it over to J-Will. J-Will up top, being guarded by Harper. Hands it off to SGA. SGA coming to his right. Dance with it against Vassell. Sees multiple bodies. Pulls it back out again. He's going to dance and isolate with it. Coming to his right. Gets to the foul and pull-up jumper over Vassell. Can't get it to go. Excellent defense yet again. Chet Holmgren comes flying in for the rebound. Vassell picks off the kick-out pass. They get it over to Harper. Down the lane. Lobs it up top. Castle a two-handed slam. And they are running the Thunder out of the building right now. Oh my goodness. 65-43. I said the halfway through like the first quarter, oh man, I can't even, somebody brought up Spurs blowing them out here tonight. I said, I can't really remember the last time we saw the Thunder really get blown out like this. But we're seeing it here tonight. DB said Cavs will quit after tip-off. They might have already quit, brother. It is a 22-point lead right now. I will say this. We've literally already seen in the conference finals here a 22-point lead vanquish. There's 7 minutes to go here in the third. Game not over yet, but my goodness. My goodness. Keenar said they are doing damage to that rim. Yes, indeed they are. The crowd is up and roaring. Just that said, this comeback is going to hurt. Nick Yak said, we are destroying the team that sent the Pistons packing. Yeah. We dominated the team that sent the Celtics packing. Dominating the team that sent the Pistons packing. And we will dominate whatever team comes out of the Western Conference Finals. Amy said, Wemby will not let this go. Big test for Wemby and the Spurs here. The young Spurs, how do you handle a lead here in the conference finals? Confidence and teams early? No, very early. Game not even close to being done yet. Chicken feed, what's up, chicken feed? 3 in a row for the Spurs? I mean, it's definitely going 6 if the Spurs end up winning today. So 6 or 7 was most people's predictions. Keenahara said, now we got to dominate the team that sent the Thunder back. And that's what I'm saying, brother. That's what I'm saying. Absolutely. Absolutely. Got to get there first. Let's win our game 4. Let's win our 4th conference game and officially punch our ticket to the finals. Let's get it official first. Obviously, when you go up 3-0, you can kind of write it in pencil. You're pretty much there already, right? But we don't know who we're going to play yet. Same thing happened after the second round. Didn't know who we were going to play in the conference finals. It is halftime. I mean, not halftime. It is a timeout break. So let's quickly go through it again. Vassell's how many threes? Only 2 threes for Devin Vassell still. SGA for 30. He's not looking great. We know he can go off at any time, but he's got 12 now. 5 for 13 from the field, though. Hasn't taken the 3. Manuel Mercado, it's a Manuel. The last time the Knicks went to the finals was in 99, and they faced a young Tim Duncan. Yep, and they could be facing a young Victor Wembanyama. Mike said, Wemby's impressed me with his stamina. Will he hit a wall, though? That is always a question, for sure. For sure. Caruso, 2 threes. He's been a hack tonight. Hasn't hit any threes. Hasn't even taken a shot. He's taking a shot. Hold on. He improved. He's taking 1 shot. 0 for 1 from the field. We haven't had a travel yet. Wemby for 30. He's got 27. He's on the verge. Kayston Wallace for 15. He's been rough tonight offensively. He's got 5. Not great there. A double-double for somebody. We'll get a double-double for somebody. Holmgren's got 8 and 8. Wemby's always good for a double-double. He's got 27, 6, and 3. We have McCain for 10 points, who's been absolutely horrendous off the bench here tonight. He's got 0 points on 0 for 7 from the field. It's not like he's not trying to put points on the board. Steven Smith, what's up, Steven? Christian Blaze said, dang, I thought this would be the Jared McCain game, but we got a series now? Game's not over yet. I don't know about that yet. I don't know. Spurs still got to pull it off. We got 7 minutes to go in the third. 22-point lead. Not over yet. Here we go. We're back into it. 7 minutes to go. Caruso has it up top. Gets it over to J. Will. Hands it off to McCain. Coming to his right. Pulls it out. Being guarded by Vassell. Over to Caruso. Swings through to his left in the paint. Hop step. Kicks it out. Holmgren. Wide open left wing 3 from Holmgren. Well short. Way off. Harper the rebound. Bringing it down the other way. Harper will wait for his teammates. He has it up top. Harper is going to look to attack McCain now. Crossing over. Has it. Spins again. In the paint. Kicks it out to Castle. He's feeling it, so he fires a 3. Misses it off the back of the rim. Bounces over the backboard. And it goes out of bounds, so the ball will go to the Thunder here. They'll inbound it. And we are approaching the halfway point of this third quarter. Steven Smith said, I know this is a Spurs-Thunder game, but you know how we travel. Go Knicks. Yes, sir, Steven Smith. Yes, sir. SGA gets it over to J. Will. J. Will has it up top. Fakes the handoff. Keeps it. In the corner to Holmgren. Coming to his right in the lane against Wemby. Turns, fires, falling over him. Can't get it to go. Loose ball rebound. And they're going to call a foul. And Harrison Barnes pushing Alex Caruso into the rim there. Jay Cheng said, I think Game 4 for the Knicks will be the same as Game 4 Philadelphia, Game 6 versus the Hawks. It could be, man. It could be. The Knicks have thoroughly demoralized their opponents. We could absolutely see. We already saw at the end of Game 3, the Cavs get really demoralized. We could see that, for sure. We could see that level of performance from the Knicks. They get it into SGA, who has it up top, crossing over to his left, driving down against Castle. In the lane, throws up the lefty floater off glass, and he draws the foul. He's going to the foul line for 2. That is Castle's 4th foul, so that is going to come into huge play here for the San Antonio Spurs. Amy said, is anyone worried that these two teams are both better than teams the Knicks just be in the playoffs? No, that's generally how it goes. The 2 teams that make the finals are generally seen as the 2 best teams in the league. So I would hope that they're better than the team the Knicks just faced in the playoffs so far. SGA knocks down both free throws. And it is a 20-point game. Harper gets it into Wemby. Harper will bring it down. McCain guarding him a little full court here. McCain, not a great defender. Harper not too worried about bringing it down. Coming to his right up the Wemby screen. Harper driving it down over to Barnes. Barnes coming to his left. Spins off of Holmgren. Down the lane. Flips it up at the rim. Can't get the friendly bounce. I don't know why Harrison Barnes is so aggressive. Taking a lot of these wild shots against these really good defenders. To get it over to J. Will, left corner three. Can't get it to go down. Rebounded by De'Aaron Fox. Fox bringing it down. When you play the Spurs, you have to knock down your perimeter shots against them, man. You have to. It's a non-negotiable. Can't get over to with Wembanyama standing in the paint. You're not going to get open looks attacking the basket. Vassell across the lane. They swing it over to Wemby. They swing it over to Fox. Wide open straightaway three for Fox. He got it to go. De'Aaron Fox gives them their largest lead of the game. That is now 23. 68-45. 5:30 to go in this third. And the ball's out of bounds. And they're going to say out of bounds off of the Thunder, off of McCain, a turnover. Vassell talking to his bench, talking to his teammates, causing these turnovers. And here comes Harper. Swings it up top to Fox. He's going to pump fake, drive to his right, stops, spins, kicks out to Vassell. He's going to pump fake from three. He's going to drive it down. He's going to spin. He's going to shoot up the foul line, fall away over SGA. And Vassell gets the foul call. He's upset he missed the shot. He wasn't even looking for the foul call. He was just trying to get a bucket. He gets the foul call. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws here. 68-45. Not said SGA's looking so sad. I mean, he's getting his teeth kicked in here tonight. Ozahar with the Bozahar. Devin Vassell at the foul line. Knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. And we are approaching, like, you guys know my magic number. My magic number is 25. Once a lead hits 25, it really starts to push the edges of, like, you can't come back from a 25-point deficit. That's a borderline right there. Once you go down 25 points in a basketball game, that's when I start looking at it and I'm like, oh, all right, you ain't making a 25-point comeback against a really awesome team in the Spurs here, right? Once you go down 25, it feels like it's over. How long do we stay? We're probably going to stay the whole night. We'll see. Devin Vassell knocks down both free throws, giving them the 25-point lead. 5 minutes to go. McCain has it up top. SGA remains in. Wembanyama goes to the bench. Carter Bryant guarding SGA now. Coming to his left. Fouls him. SGA going to the foul line for 2 more. Mike Sleeva said the Spurs look like they're having fun. They do look like they're having a ton of fun out there. I agree. Mike said, OKC is crazy depth. They also have draft capital. Their management showed a great way to build a team. Did they show a great way to build a team, or did they fleece the Clippers, knowing that they needed Paul George to acquire Kawhi Leonard, and so they asked for everything, and the Clippers obliged and gave up everything, and then they got lucky that SGA became an MVP candidate. I get it. They've drafted well, but they've also missed. They have a ton of draft capital, like you said. Is that the way to build a team, or is this just a really lucky scenario that they're taking full advantage of? You got to still take advantage of it, as Fox misses the floater attempt. Cornette can't get the rebound. He knocks it loose, though. SGA bringing it down. Sometimes you need luck, and they've had a ton of luck, and they're taking full advantage of it. SGA kicks it out to Joe, who mishandled the pass, so they has to swing it out to J. Will inside the Holmgren in the paint. Pump fake, spin, kicks it out. Joe, pump fake, sidestep, extra pass. J. Will wide open straightaway three, misses it short, rebounded by Carter Bryant. And they are funneling the ball to guys who are just not in rhythm for three. Dylan Harper blows past the defense out to Vassell, left corner three. We need it. Comes up short, rebounded by Dylan Harper. Immediately explodes back up and lays it up and in for Dylan Harper. 47-72, still 25-point game, 4:20 to go. Timer, you never restarted. Come on, timer. SGA up top, coming to his left, being guarded by Harper. Now crossing over to his right, blows past him in the lane, throws up the lefty, lob attempt to Holmgren. Holmgren can get the layup attempt to go down. Cornette, good contest, but Holmgren just smokes it. And then Cornette does a good job boxing out, snagging the rebound. Carter Bryant down the lane, runs right through the chest of Jay Wilton, and it's a charge on Carter Bryant. Got to get that Got to get that Euro step in the package, rookie Carter Bryant. Once you see him standing there, you got to hit a quick, oop, I'm going this way kind of step to you. You can't go through the chest, big dog. He's well positioned. He knows you're coming down the lane. Mitch Johnson. It was a previous play where SGA drew the foul on drew the foul on Carter Bryant. Mitch Johnson called him over while SGA was shooting the free throws and laid into him. Come on, rookie, you got to lock in here. We're in the playoffs, big dog. We're in the conference finals. Can't let him get rhythm. Can't let him get going. Gisardo with the Gisardo. J-Dub, the only exciting player in OKC, and he's out. J-Dub's is pretty exciting. Bruce Simpson with the Bruce Simpson. 2026 New York Knicks will bring it home. That is the goal, brother. That is the goal. 5-star. What's up, 5-star? If the Thunder lose, then it's time. McCain's at the foul line. Knocks down the first one. He's got another one coming. He finally put some points up on the board. There you go, McCain. If the Thunder lose, then it's time to package Holmgren and picks for Giannis. Highly doubt they have any interest in Giannis Antetokounmpo, who seems to be at the end of his prime, brother, and probably even past his prime. He is at that, end point of his prime. He's over the hill. He's going to start getting worse and worse and worse as the season goes on. And after the head case he's proven to be here in Milwaukee, I don't know if this Thunder team wants or needs him, brother. Spurs almost throw it away. They get it up top to Fox. Fox dancing with it, being guarded by Isaiah Joe, coming to his left, driving it down, step back, foul line, fall away, comes up short. Fox wanted the foul, didn't get it. Here comes SGA, bringing it down the other way. SGA, head down, attacking Vassell in the lane. Scoop play with the left hand, got it to go. And again, they have absolutely been horrendous with Luke Cornett in the game. Just the Wembanyama is such a difference maker defensively, but Luke Cornett is really rough at times. Just not back defensively to protect that rim. Come on, man. Joe said it's going to be 2-2 tonight. I mean, it's a 21-point game with 3.5 to go here in the third. There's more than enough time. For this comeback to happen for the Thunder. Not ruling it out yet. 3:28 to go here. Judge Dad said Cornet's a -8. I don't like the plus-minus stat, Justice's dad, but in this scenario, a -8 in a game that you were just leading by 25 points in, it gets to a point, and you've led by double figures majority of the night, it gets to a point. Luke Cornett has been rough for them as a backup center here tonight. Keenan Harris said, Spreewell was my fave from the group. I didn't like Houston, and Camby was the surprise to me. Y'all know my favorite Knick of all time. David Lee, the captain. The former captain. John Collar, what's up, John? Which team can the Knicks defeat? Both of them. They can indeed beat both of them. Nick Yak said, Foxes and Brunson? No. No, he is not. Keanar said, LJ was kind of done before he came to us. He wasn't grandmama anymore. No, he had the back injury, right? And the athleticism just wasn't there anymore. Fox bringing it down. He has it up top. Coming to his left to get over to Vassell. They get over to Champagnie. A left corner three from Champagnie. He's been off all night. Continues to be off. Cornette knocks the rebound loose. Joe picks it up. And it is a foul in the backcourt. And they're in the bonus. So that's free throws. They can knock it back to 19. Get it under 20. Carter Bryant, they were just showing over on the sideline. Very, very frustrated. You could see the emotions welling up inside of him with his own play here tonight. Obviously you want to get out when you get an opportunity as a rookie. You want to go out there and make a huge impact, and you feel like you're messing up and letting your team down. You could see it. You could see it. That kid's going to be great. You could see how much he cares, how much he's trying. Refs are taking a look at that pass foul to see if it meets the criteria of a clear path. 3:14 to go here. I love, by the way, the San Antonio Spurs are wearing white at home here today. Love it. Love it. The home whites, man. Absolutely love it. I think that's just a loose ball foul. I don't think they purposely fouled him. I think they were going for the loose ball and they bumped into him. I don't think this meets the criteria of a clear path foul, but what do I know? It is not a clear path. Or is it? Is it a clear path? Mike Hurst said, I like that too. I really like the Knicks black uniforms. Nah, I'm over it. I'm over all the different colors. Give me orange uniforms. Give me the blues, obviously, the classic blues. Give me the whites. I'm over all of the fancy colored uniforms, like every team. I'm over it. Give me 3 team jerseys. Give me a home jersey, give me an away jersey, and give me an alternate jersey. You know when you want to give me 4 jerseys, you want to give me an alternate jersey, but then also give me a keep the city edition stuff going. Fine. Give me 4 jerseys to wear throughout the year. I'm fine with that. Give me the home whites though. Can we go back to home whites? Every team wear white at home. Keenar said, still only 20. Yeah, it's only 20. They knock down the free throw. They get the ball back. I guess it was a clear path foul. I don't know why. Isaiah Joe misses the 3. J. Will knocks the rebound out to Champagnie. They leave it off for Keldon Johnson. Euros in the lane, floater off glass, can't get it to go. Champagnie had the offensive rebound ripped out of his hands, but he knocks it back out to Fox, and Fox has it up top. Under 3 to go. They get over to Wemby, who subbed back in. Wemby's going to dance and isolate with it against J. Will. Now he's going to put him in the post and back him down. Pump fake, leans in, goes up, gets grabbed by the jersey, no foul call, and he throws it away on a bad pass turnover. Tried to throw the cross-court pass to nobody. Here comes SGA, bringing it down, leaves it off for J. Will as the trailer for a 3. Comes up well short, loose ball rebound, knocked out of bounds by Isaiah Joe. No, they're going to say last touch by Fox as Joe knocked it out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Thunder. And the Spurs, this is what I was talking about with the young team with a large lead. How do you react to it? A little nonchalant here for the Spurs on a couple of possessions. Pretty nonchalant. Checking if he said, imagine Greek Freak and Wemby on the same team. Yeah, that won't happen, though. Like I said, the Spurs don't want to deal with that head case. Trapped in the 90s. What's up, Trapped in the 90s? Keno Hart said, clear pass is complete BS. Defender was right to establish his space. This is one Fonty things that is modern BS. Well, they had to initiate the take foul because teams weren't getting out on the fast break or in transition anymore because people were just intentionally fouling. So it is a good thing. The transition take foul is a good thing. Well, that was a clear path foul. So the transition take foul is a good thing. They may have ruled it a transition take foul, not a clear path foul. I don't know why they had the 1 free throw and got the ball back. I don't know what that was about, but. Kenohara said, every time you read my comment, I get hit with an ad. I'm sorry, Kenohara. It's as low as I could get them. I literally have it on low settings. It's the lowest setting possible. And every single time I open up my YouTube account, they hit me with a giant flash up top. That's like, hey man, you know, if you up the amount of ads you play during your streams, like you can make more money. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but ads suck. So no, thank you. Every single time I open it up. Every single time. We have a stoppage in play here because there was blood. Chet Holmgren went up for a block and slapped the backboard and cut his finger open. So now there's blood all over a couple of players' jerseys here that they got to clean up. Keldon Johnson actually had to even change his jersey. They're now wiping the blood off of his shorts and his leggings and his compression pants and his socks and his shoes. And wiping the blood off the court, too. My goodness. Chet Holmgren. Bleeding everywhere. Mark said, make your money? Not at the expense of the viewing experience. I hate that we have to have ads up to begin with. I hope that at some point the channel can be sustained in a way where we don't have to have ads on the live streams. But for now, it's a necessary evil. Gruesome said, I got YouTube Premium, can't stand ads. YouTube Premium also will get rid of the ads for you. It is another subscription that you'd have to sign up for. Yeah, the plan is at some point, hopefully, we can get to a point where I could turn ads off during the live streams entirely, and we can get to a point where the channel can sustain itself through the memberships, through other content like videos and shorts. But for now, for now, they're a necessary evil. Just that said, we are numb to ads by now. Yeah, and I appreciate you, but they do suck. And it's not something I want to do. It's something you kind of have to do for now. Rob P said, so much blood that Keldon Johnson had to change his jersey. Yup, he had blood all over his jersey, so he changed his jersey top, kept the shorts on. They just wiped the blood off as best as they could. Had to wipe it off his compression pants, had to wipe it off his shoes. They went around the court wiping the blood up. But of course, because they had to spray the blood and then wipe it up, they then had to get the cleaners out to clean the blood off, to dry the spots up. So it's been a long stoppage. It's been a long stoppage here. But now we're going to inbound it. The Thunder have it under their own rim. Jay Will gets it into McCain, who's going to drive to his right, down the lane, scoop play with the right hand. Got it to go down for Jared McCain. He wanted the foul too, as Wembanyama bumped into him and knocked it down. They get over to Wemby. It's an 18-point game. 18-point game. They got it under 20. Fox blows past the defense, lefty layup. Got it to go down for De'Aaron Fox, who came up thinking about his landing, of course, dealing with the ankle injuries. But he gets it back to 20. If it's going to hover around 20 for a while here, that's great. SGA runs right into a defender, falls to the ground, and turns it over. Keldon Johnson throws a high lob pass up top to Wemby. It was a bad pass, but Barnes right there to pick up the loose ball. Tries to get into the corner to Champagnie, but Wemby was there and just reached his arm out there and stole the pass. He didn't know Champagnie was standing there. Fox isolating, pulls it back, and a foul, and Kenrich Williams overly aggressive, pushing Wembanyama trying to push Wembanyama out of the paint, and he picks up the foul there. That's going to put Wemby at the foul line for 2. Joshua, what's up, Joshua? You're bringing the broom for tomorrow, for tomorrow's game, because I watch you. Why I watch the game? Can't wait, because I can't wait to see the Eastern Conference champions. Yes, sir, brother. Yes, sir. Are we bringing the broom out tomorrow, or is the broom already on deck? We're already hanging out with the broom. Broom is in play. As Wemby misses the first free throw, he's got another one coming. Not said, shooting today from everyone is so ugly. That's what happens when you have a tough, hard-fought series. The shots stop falling down. And neither of these teams, well, the Spurs have very good shooters, but the Thunder have always been an overrated shooting team. Very overrated shooting team. Like, they have very inconsistent three-point shooters. Wemby does knock down the second free throw at least to give them the 21-point lead to get over to Jay Will, who pump fakes from 3, loses the hand on the ball, finds a way to pick it back up against Wemby, gets it out to SGA, being guarded by Fox. Coming to his right, sees 2 defenders. They get it up top to Jay Will, wide open straightaway 3. He's been off all night, and he throws up an air ball this time. My goodness, was that ugly. And Jay Will got a little smile to him. I don't know if I'd be smiling, brother. I'd be upset and frustrated and annoyed. Jay Will tonight has 3 points. He's 1 for 7 from the field. And that wasn't a 3-point make. That was not a 3-point make. They get it over to Fox. Fox over to Wemby. Wemby will walk into a 3. Misses it. No, he hits the front of the rim. Gets the nice friendly bounce over the front. And he gets it to drop down. And it's back to 24 for the Spurs here. Responding very, very well off a mini run here for the Thunder. Once they put Wemby back in, they had to get Cornette out of the game. SGA down the lane, stops, turns, kicks it out to McCain. But Isaiah Joe ends up stealing the pass over to Kenrich Williams, who knocks down a right corner 3. Fox gets it over to Keldon Johnson. Johnson coming to his right. Crossing over to his left. Has it in the paint against SGA. Drop step. Leans in. Surrounded by 3 defenders. Swings it out to Wemby. Over to Fox. Blowing past the defense in the lane. Kicks it out to Barnes. Wide open right corner 3. And Barnes can't get the 3 to go. Rebounded by Isaiah Joe, who'll bring it down the other way. Joe gets it over to SGA. SGA up top. Picked up by Champagnie. SGA crosses over to his right, blowing past the defense over to Kenrich Williams. Just hit one from that spot. Give him 2 in a row from that spot. He gets it to 18. Back-to-back 3s for Champagnie, trying to get him back into it with 30 seconds to go. Fox will bring it down the other way. He has it up top. Fox being guarded by SGA. Going to wind down as much time as he possibly can. A little over 20 seconds to go. Fox directing traffic, telling him to get out of here. I got McCain on me. I'm going to look to cook. McCain, not a very good defender. Bullet pass over to Champagnie under the rim. Over to Keldon Johnson. A 3. Can't get it to go. Knocked into the air. McCain rises up and snags it. 10 seconds to go. McCain bringing it down. Gets it over to SGA. He's going to look to take the last shot of the corner. Dancing with it out on the perimeter. Coming to his right. Step back. Right wing 3. Falling out of bounds. Can't get it to go. Wembanyama snatches the rebound. Saved by Isaiah Joe. Took it out of his hands. Laid it up and in. Does it count? Or do they wave it off? I think they wave it off. They don't give him the 2 points there. And I don't think it's going to count. 31 points for Wemby, which, by the way, hits our spot on the bingo card here. 19 for SGA. He's going to have an 11-point quarter here, which he absolutely can, to try and get his team back into this game, but he has been off all night. 15 points from him. Wemby 30 has 2 more. I got you. With the Wemby 30. Let's fill it in. Let's go through the box score. Let's see what we got cooking. Where's Wemby for 30? Where are you, Wemby? Right here. We are a Castle 20-point game away from bingo, y'all. We are a Castle 20-point game away from bingo. Let's update it so you guys can see. Boom. Castle 20 points. Let's take a look at the box score. How close is Castle? We got what, 13? Steph Castle's got 13 points here tonight. He needs a 7-point quarter here in the fourth to close this one out. Close this one out, Steph Castle. We probably would have more than 13 points right now, but he picked up his 4th foul, forcing him to sub out of the game halfway through that third quarter. So we have SGA for 30. He's got 19. That's still on the board. Obviously, SGA is more than capable of having an 11-point quarter. So that's still on the board. We need Vassell for 3 threes. He's now 2 for 3 from 3-point range. We still need that one more 3 from Vassell. Obviously, like we talked about, Castle needs the 20 points. That's what's going to give us the bingo here tonight. That is really the only area we're close to bingo in. We have any player for 3 blocks. Anybody got 3 blocks here tonight? Wembanyama's got 3 blocks. Of course he does. Of course Wembanyama has 3 blocks. Like I said, every time we're covering a Spurs game and we have this spot up on the bingo card, this is like automatic filled in. Automatically got to fill this one in. Oh, I took the 2 consecutive missed free throws away. There we go. So we could fill that in. $19, 22 is blowing my mind for the Thunder. That's what their quarter-by-quarter scoring is. Yeah. We have Caruso 2 threes. He's been a disaster tonight. Has he even scored? I don't even think he scored. He did take 1 shot, 14 minutes, 0 points for Alex Caruso. A travel. We haven't had a travel called here tonight. We have Wallace for 15 points. He's got 5. He's also been a bit of a disaster offensively. Double-double from anybody? We haven't had one yet. We have Holmgren for 8 and 8. We also have Wemby, who's always good for a double-double. He's got 31, 7, and 5. He's a plus 27 tonight, my goodness. But the combination of Wemby, Castle, and Vassell, just beautiful. Beautiful combination between the 3 of them. They've been fantastic tonight. Project Slab with the Project Slab. How about them Knicks last night? They're hooping, brother. Also glad to see that the Western Conference Finals is staying hella competitive. Let's be honest, New York needs the Western team to be worn down. I don't think they need it. It would greatly help them, of course, but I don't think they need it. Mike Hurst said, Fox have a double-double yet? Fox does not have a double. Oh, he's got 10 rebounds. I didn't notice he had 10 rebounds. He only got the 7 points, though. So not a double-double yet. 3 more points from Fox gives us a double-double. Good eye. I didn't even notice that. We have Fox for 15. He doesn't have it. We have McCain for 10, who finally started to get on the board a little bit here. He's got 4. 6-point quarter for McCain. In play. Possible. We have Chet for 20. Everyone struggled to score here tonight, but Chet, only 8 points for Chet Holmgren. We're back in the start of the 4th quarter. Castle in the star, of course, coming out with the foul trouble. We have Johnson for 12 points. He's not been great. Champagny, 3 threes. He hasn't hit one. They get it to Castle. Foul line. Leans in. Kicks it out to Johnson in the last second. Driving in on Kenrich Williams. Just bullying his way to the basket. Layup. Got it to go. Too big. Too strong for Kenrich Williams there. Got to the rim and laid it up and in. Wow. No Wembanyama to start? No, Wembanyama is out there to start the quarter. We have Castle, Johnson, Vassell, Wemby, Barnes. Thunder have Harnstein, McCain, Isaiah Joe, Kenrich Williams, and Lou Dort. McCain, scoop layup with the right hand, can't get it to go down, no fouls called. Wembanyama the rebound, bringing it down the other way. Over to Castle, he'll take the lane, he'll kick it out. Vassell, open right wing 3, we need it. He can deliver. Rebounded by Kenrich Williams, we're pushing the other way. Williams up top, bringing it down. Johnson looking to pick him up. Kenrich Williams gets it over to Harnstein. Harnstein looks to hand it off to McCain, coming to his left, step back. McCain sets himself and fires from 3. He can't knock it down. Wembanyama tips the rebound to himself, gets knocked away by Dort. They knock it loose over to Joe. A right wing 3 from him. He's open. He can't get it to go. Another loose ball situation. Barnes picks it up this time, gets it over to Johnson, gets it over to Vassell. Vassell will bring it down. He has it up top, picked up by Joe. They swing it over to Castle. He's going to look to attack. McCain gets bumped on McCain, and it is a foul. And side out of bounds here for the San Antonio Spurs. Robert Klink said the Thunder will not score 100 points. They would need a 40-point explosion here in this fourth quarter, which I don't think they're going to get. Omar Hasai Traore. Appreciate you, Omar. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Sean Martin said, why would you bring Lou Dort back on over Alex Caruso? Shaking my head. I mean, Alex Caruso has been nothing to write home about here tonight. I think he is searching for something and somebody to step up. Maybe putting Dort out there to cause some havoc defensively and maybe muck the game up a little bit. I don't know. Neither of them have been very good, so I don't think you're hurting yourself by going with Dort over Caruso tonight. They get it up top to Castle, kicks it out to Barnes, right corner three from Barnes, can't deliver there. Isaiah Joe, the rebound, knocked out of his hands by Johnson, though. Barnes picks it up, pump fake, leans in, draws the foul, and Barnes will go to the foul line for 2. Spurs just out-hustling, out-muscling the Oklahoma City Thunder here. Keenar said, speaking of which, where is Robin Shaw, who was a Miami Heat fan? Robin was getting real weird in the chat, so I got her out of here. She was getting really weird in the chat. I had to get it out of here. Barnes knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Mark said Miami fans are on the beach. Yeah, and they're going to be on the beach for a while. Not a ton of options for that Heat team to get good right now. They might be in play for the Giannis trade, though. Barnes knocks down both free throws, 22-point lead. A little over 10 to go. Donnie said, save some energy for tomorrow's sweep. Brother, we got more than enough energy. Energy is what I'm not concerned about energy, brother. Hartenstein hands it off to Aaron Wiggins, who just falls to the ground, flopping, looking for a call. They leave it off for Wembanyama. Big lefty hammer off the nice behind-the-back pass from Steph Castle, setting up the big man, setting up his star player. You love to see it. Highlights galore for the Spurs here tonight. Lou Dort up top to Hartenstein. Hartenstein fakes the handoff, keeps it, swings it out to Dort, left wing, pump fakes, driving it down in the lane, leans in, foul line pull-up jumper over Castle. Got it to go for Lou Dort. Hey, look at that. Lou Dort made a shot. Lou Dort made a shot. Mike Hirsch said, I think the Clippers are likely to collect older Hall of Famers again. I don't know. They might look to get younger. They now have Garland. They have Benedict Mathurin. They got a lottery pick with the 5th pick here. They lob it down low. Keldon Johnson had it in the paint, trying to muscle his way up. Can't get it. Battle for the loose ball out of bounds. It's going to be a jump ball. It's going to be a jump ball between Keldon Johnson and Hartenstein. Aaron Wiggins just runs into Hartenstein and falls over, and he was expecting a call. That is just horrific basketball. And that's why this Thunder team is so unlikable. That's just horrific basketball. Aaron Wiggins runs right into Hartenstein on the handoff opportunity, and it knocks him over, and he falls down. And then was upset with the official for not giving him the foul call. Absolutely horrendous basketball. The Spurs steal the tip ball. They get it to Wembanyama. Tries to get it over to Keldon Johnson. Turns it over. Joe does a great job of picking off the pass, bringing it down, pulls it back out, leaves it off for Wiggins, attacking to his left. Step back, fall away over Wemby. In and out, and in again for Aaron Wiggins there. Sean Martin said, truth, Caruso has sucked tonight, but he's a heck of a better baller than Lou Dort. Yeah, he is. But if you don't got it, sometimes you don't got it. We got a 20-point game. Swing it over to Barnes, coming to his left in the paint against Kenrich Williams, draws the foul. No shot, blocking foul in Kenrich Williams, so side out of bounds for the Spurs here. 8:43 to go. Time not on the Thunder side here. They have yet to put SGA back in. Maybe just don't have the belief. How do you not have the belief? How do you not go down swinging? SGA, I expect to come into this game at some point here. Mark said he didn't learn that at Maryland. That's for dang sure. He learned that in Oklahoma. Yeah. That is emblematic of why people do not like this Thunder team. It's a 20-point game. Wemby and Castle sub out. Chet Holmgren checks back in. No SGA still? I don't know, man. Fox has it up top, attacking. I know it's unlikely you're going to make this comeback happen, but not impossible. So SGA go out there, shoot, couple step back threes, see if you can get the touch going. Get this to a 15-point game, put some pressure on the young Spurs, especially now that Wemby subs out. Like, this is the perfect time to get him back in the game here. Fox knocked down the low step back jumper. Here comes Aaron Wiggins, spins in the lane, ball knocked out of his hands. It'll stay here with the Thunder. Good hands from the rookie Harper. Got 8:18 to go. Daniel Dash, what's up, Daniel Dash? Blabbering Buddha with the blabbering. Jay Gardner with the Jay Gardner. Where's the Joker suit tonight? It's a blue suit. It's not purple. It's blue. But we're only wearing it for the Knicks, brother. We're only wearing it for the Knicks. They get it into Kenrich Williams on the right wing. Inside, Chet Holmgren gets knocked out of the air. Takes a hard fall, but he's going to pop back up. He get his shoe knocked out? He got his shoe knocked off of him, going for that dunk attempt there. Got 8:15 exactly to go here in the fourth quarter. Holmgren's going to take his time to put his shoe back on. Mark said it's white flag for them. If we don't see SGA back in this game at all in this fourth quarter, I'm going to be extremely disappointed. This team just waving the white flag here tonight? That's disgusting behavior to me. Christian Blaze said Chet has had a quiet series so far. Yeah. Wembanyama has rendered his impact very, very minuscule here during this entirety of the series. Holmgren hit the first free throw. He's got another one coming. He's got to take this matchup more seriously, man. Like, he's got to take it more personal than how he is so far. Holmgren knocks down both. 8:15 to go. Harper bringing it down, being guarded by Cason Wallace. Harper attacking to his left. Kicks out the Cornet. Up top to Fox. Fox coming to his right. Picked up by Wiggins. Fox is going to dance with it. Out on the perimeter. Rhythm dribble, step back three for Fox. Off the front rim, can't get it to go. Cornet can't get the tip. Battle for the rebound. Johnson keeping it alive, but Dort picks it up. Bringing it down the other way. Dort, head of steam, crossing over down the lane. Bump inside the paint. Kicks it out to Holmgren, who gets ran off the three-point line. Swings it over to Kenrich Williams, who has to shoot up a deep three on the left wing. And that's just great extra effort defense from the Spurs there. Dylan Harper driving it down, kicks it out to Vassell, over to Keldon Johnson, a straightaway three from him. That's not his spot, as he misses the three. Wide right, doesn't even hit the rim, hit the side of the backboard. Keldon Johnson's a corner three-point shooter, maybe even a wing three-point shooter. Straight away, dead on is not his shot. Kenrich Williams under the rim, kicks it out to Cason Wallace. Back to Kenrich Williams. Kenrich Williams hands it off to Wiggins, coming to his right, gets into the mid-range, a pull-up jumper. Got it to go for Aaron Wiggins. It's an 18-point game. And we're going to get a timeout from the Spurs with 7 minutes to go. Shea time? Are we going to get Shea in the game at all at this point? Gigi said, why is Caruso out? I have him for plus 5 points. What type of scam is this? He's been genuinely horrendous tonight. He has been an absolute hack, fouling every single person in his vicinity all night. And he has played 14 minutes, 0 points. He's only taken 1 shot, 2 boards, and assist. 2 blocks, though. But also 4 personal fouls and is at a minus 22. He has been horrendous. He has not done a single thing to help his team out. Mark said, get Cornet out. Yeah, he's been rough. Very rough. Very rough. Daniel Dash said, I missed the first 2.5 quarters, but Wemby, brilliant, even at 50-38. Giving them none of the live telecast. Seemed like a run early third. Broke OKC's back. Yeah, what was the lead at halftime? 12 off the made 3 from Wemby. And yeah, they went on a run to get it over 20, and they haven't looked back since. 18-point game now. Nick Yak said, Wemby should take this home? Yeah, they got him out of the game for a couple of minutes there. He's got 33, 8, and 5 tonight. He does have 4 turnovers, but 33, 8, and 5 with a steal and 3 blocks. We have Steph Castle, 13 points. We need 20 points from Steph Castle to get our bingo. We are once again on the verge of falling behind on bingo by literally one square. One square away from bingo yet again. Do we have anything else? We need Johnson for 12 points. He's had a tough night as well. Keldon Johnson, 4 points on 2 for 9 from the field. Not good enough. We have McCain for 10. McCain scored again. He hasn't. He's only got 4. We have Cason Wallace for 15. Nowhere near that. He's got 5. We have Vassell for 3 threes. Knocked down 2. He's 2 for 4. Gigi said, at this point, I'd rather play OKC in the finals. It would be an easier matchup. None of these are easier matchups. They're both tough in different ways. It's just about the matchups. The Knicks are gonna be in a dogfight either way. It's not gonna be easy. They're gonna struggle against either team. Every game is gonna be a struggle. Every game is gonna be competitive when you go up against either one of these teams. Mark said, easy to say after this game tonight. Yeah. I mean, they couldn't buy a basket from the three-point range. Tonight as a team, they are 4 for 26 from three-point range, brother. Like, this is not going to be an every game occurrence. Although, I've said this before, they are a very, very iffy three-point shooting team. Like, when they go in, cool, it looks nice and it's fun. But when they don't go in, this is what you can see from this Thunder offense. And we can kind of make that the case for every team, obviously. If the three-point shot's not going in, the offense is always going to look rough. You got to be able to knock down your open ones. If you're generating golden looks from 3, you got to knock them down, or else your offense is going to look really rough. But I don't have belief in the Thunder shooters I don't think they're consistent shooters. They have a lot of them, but I don't think they're very consistent. They usually find somebody who's got to go, and as Castle explodes to the rim, gets well contested and kind of even blocked at the rim by Chet Holmgren. They're great defense. And now here come the Thunder pushing it the other way, over to Cason Wallace, who's going to pump fake, drive it down, throws a lob up top to Holmgren, catches, goes up, gets fouled by Cornette. No, just blocked by Cornette and knocked out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Thunder. Great extra effort from Luke Cornette. Yeah, except we win every position but center. Well, it also, at this point, depends on what's the health looking like for A.J. Mitchell and for J-Dub. They kick it out to Kenrich Williams, a straightaway 3 from him. In and out, can't get it to stay. Cornette comes in for the rebound. Good blocking out from the rookie, keeping Chet Holmgren off the glass. And he's going to run right into Cason Wallace and draws the foul. Blocking foul there on Cason Wallace. Just 2 young guards running right into each other there. Mark said no SGA. This is silly. What does SGA need rest for? What does he need rest for? Is he tired? Is he telling his team, I'm tired. The Knicks were down 20, and I know it's a completely different team. The Spurs are not even this. The Cavs are not even in the same class as the Spurs, obviously. So they are far more difficult to make the comeback on. But it's also not impossible. As Dylan Harper knocks down the first free throw because they're in the bonus. It's also not impossible. The Knicks had a 16-point comeback in the fourth quarter against this very Spurs team for the NBA Cup championship. It's not impossible at all. To not even give SGA a chance to be like, hey man, can you want to go in and jack up like 3 or 4 shots, see if you can get something going with these jump shots, right? He's taken 1 3 tonight, and it was a step back 3-point heave on the right wing at the end of the third quarter buzzer. How do you not say, you know what, I'm gonna take some shots here, and if they don't go in, they don't go in. We're already down 20. What's the worst thing that could happen? My field goal percentage goes down a little bit. No, man. Give yourself an opportunity. See if you can get something going. Just punting this game away feels weird to me from the Thunder. Now, they have the benefit of doing so because they're up 2 games to 1. And if they lose today, as Dort misses a 3, it'll be tied at 2. But, don't love giving games away. I've said this all playoffs long. Don't wave the white flag. Play to the end. Aaron Wiggins, a pull-up 3 in transition, can't get it to go. Battle for the loose ball, rebound out of bounds. It's going to go back to... No, it's going to stay with the Thunder. Amy said, I guess the MVP just isn't clutch. To not even be given the opportunity, right, Amy? It's just weird. Loser mentality from OKC. Yeah, I don't like this. I picked OKC to win. And this game is making me look at them like, oh, I don't know. I hate when teams wave the white flag. It's 20. It's not like it's 25 or 30. And I know that's only a couple, two made baskets different. But, like, not even put them back in. It was an 18-point game, and there was a stoppage in play, a timeout. They could have put SGA back in. 18 points is doable. Put them in. Say, hey, SGA, you want to go? And Wemby and Castle had just subbed out. That's when and they got it down to 18. That's exactly when I'd be like, SGA, it's time. Put the cape on. You know? NBA said Cavs quit yesterday as well. Yeah, but they're not a championship contending team. They're not on the same level as the three teams remaining here. The Knicks, the Spurs, and the Thunder, to me, have been the highest caliber championship teams, after the 40 game, towards the end of the season. Once we got to the end of the regular season, it was like, okay, I have the Knicks as the favorite in the East, and then I'd had Boston right below them, and then everybody else was in a completely different tier. And then in the West, I had the Thunder 1, Spurs 2, and then I probably had like Denver 3. But Denver was so injured, they can't do anything without Aaron Gordon. And we ended up with the Knicks making it out of the East and the Thunder Spurs making it to the conference finals here, battling to see it out. Keenar said 18-point game ain't over. I don't get it. I agree with Chevy. I don't get it. Like I said, you had the perfect opportunity. It's not like it was a back-and-forth game and you got it down to 18 and it was vastly, and it's still only 20. But now you got 6 minutes to go. Feels like you're running yourself out of time. Gigi said, or Christian Blaze, my bad. Christian said, if SGA somehow got hurt, might as well skip a week until the Knicks Spurs in the finals. I don't think SGA's hurt. He's sitting there smiling and laughing on the bench with his teammates. I don't think he's hurt at all. I just think they waved the white flag, which I do not like. You know, you got Isaiah Joe, Aaron Wiggins, and Kenrich Williams out there, and Lou Dort jacking up threes, trying to, I guess, see if they can knock down some threes to get him back into this game. But, like, I don't know, put your star back in the game and tell him to jack up threes and see if you can get us back in the game. What is SGA can't shoot threes all of a sudden? He's taking 1 3, like I said, and it was a step-back right-wing fall-away three. TD in the morning said maybe SGA has an injury or is dealing with something. I don't think he's dealing with anything. I don't think he has an injury. I mean, everybody's dealing with something. There's something bothering him, like everybody in at this point in the playoffs. But, no, he's fine. He's perfectly fine. He's sitting on the bench smiling and laughing, leaned back in his chair, having a grand old time. Son Jen said, happy 13th birthday, big dog. Chevy on Cameo. No. You won't find me on Cameo anytime soon. Amy said, Wemby has at least 3 threes tonight. Yeah, Wemby's got them shots up. He got them shots up here tonight. MBM said, Coach made decisions to sit at SGA. If SGA went to Mark Dagnall and he said, put me in the game right now, you know what Mark Dagnall's going to do? He's going to put him in the game. Be a star player. You're the MVP of the league. Back-to-back MVPs. You just wanted no business in this one. You waved the white flag as a star player, which is crazy to me. Is he in? He's not coming out. He's going to remain on the bench. And they're going to wave the white flag. Call stands. Another failed challenge. You couldn't even give us a successful challenge there. Kenrich Williams up top. Hands it off to Joe. Coming to his left. Joe, step back, rhythm dribble 3. Misses it. Long rebound out to J. Will. J. Will gets it up top to Kenrich Williams. Coming to his left. Hands it off to Wiggins. Mid-range floater off glass. Can't get it to go over Cornette. Champagny the rebound. And a loose ball foul and Vassell running over Isaiah Joe there. We're getting some silly foul calls now. Rose said SJ not a true competitor. I just think it's pretty crazy. I think it's pretty crazy to not be like, Coach, put me out there. I'm gonna see what we can do. I get it. Highly unlikely. Highly unlikely. But not impossible. And to not feel like, let me see what I can do. Let me give my team a chance. Crazy to me. Right? To not play a single second in the fourth quarter. Wiggins will fire up a 3. He'll miss the 3. Again, you have your end of the bench guys, not even end of the bench guys, but you have your deeper bench guys in, jacking up threes, trying to get you back into this game. So what? So you can come in when it's maybe like a 14-point game to try and close it out? That's disgusting behavior to me. It really is. Fox throws a lob up top to Cornette. Cornette gets it to go down. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. TD Morning said, Facts, Cavs blew a 22-point lead recently, so it could happen. Yeah, and I get the fact. I agree with you, TD Morning. And I get the fact that as Cornette fouls, Kenrich Williams going to the rim, I get the fact that that Cavs team is not even on the level of the Spurs team. But Wemby and Castle subbed out. And like 30 seconds later, the Thunder got it to an 18-point game. I'm looking at SGA and I'm going, go ahead, check in. See what you can do. Put the pressure on them. And whether you win or lose it, put the pressure on the Spurs to have to put Castle and Wemby back on the game and put some more miles on them. People have said it in the chat, and I completely agree in that it just feels like they waved the white flag. You're in the playoffs. You're in the conference finals. I think it's overly confident to be like, we'll get 2 more. We have 2 more games at home. We'll be all right. Okay? It's overly confident to me. I don't like it at all. I don't like that mentality at all. Now, they're so good and talented that it may not come back to bite them in the butt, but I don't like it. I don't think it's a good sign. I don't. I think you're tempting your own team here. Tempting the basketball gods with this. Fox up top, coming to his left, dancing around the screen. Kenrich Williams did knock down both free throws. Fox, the mid-range fall away, can't get it to go. Long rebound to Kenrich Williams. Again, it's only 20 with 4:40 to go, and they've had momentum. They just haven't had the offensive firepower in the game to get this back. As Aaron Wiggins misses a wide-open layup in the rim against Cornette. Good contest, but if that's SGA cutting to the rim, he gets the layup down. Sorry. It's a 20-point game. It's not 25. It's not 30. Dylan Harper splits the defense all the way to the rim. 2-handed slam. My goodness. My goodness. Dylan Harper was looking for a foul, too. He doesn't get it. Kenrich Williams fakes the handoff to the rim. Layup gets blocked by Cornette. Rebounded by Harper. Quick outlet to Vassell. Vassell will bring it down. We do need 1 more 3, Vassell. Champagny up top. Ball ripped out of his hands by Kenrich Williams. And 4 minutes to go. Joe will line up a 3. He'll finally knock one down. But this one's over. Rob pieced it up. I mean, Fox got a busted ankle and he's out there. Yeah. He does have the double-double, by the way. We did finally get somebody with a double-double as Fox down the lane gets the layup and 1 for De'Aaron Fox. Getting those 3 points right back. Yeah. Michael Mack said, all hardworking, blue-collar guys don't like waving the white flag. I don't like it at all. Play to the end, man. Play to the end. Even if like you played to the 2-minute mark, he didn't play the entirety of the fourth quarter, guys. He didn't play the entirety of the fourth quarter. That bothers me. That bothers me a lot. Christian Gore said, I agree with you. Bad look for the championship team. Yeah, it's a bad look. Harper has how many points? He's now subs out, and that's it. That's it. We got Jordan McLaughlin in the game. Carter Bryant comes back in. De'Aaron Fox is going to remain in because he's got to shoot the free throw. Shottage said, this is good for the Knicks. Again, Game 7 will be great. Yeah, it's guaranteeing a win tonight for the Spurs. Guarantees at least a Game 6. It'll be tied up at 2 games apiece. What were we looking at? Harper. Harper off the bench tonight. 7 points. 7 points for Harper. Needed 15. But we're not getting bingo anyway because it's a blowout. It's a blowout. Amy said they made it a 3-quarter basketball game. Yeah, they just forfeited this fourth quarter. They forfeit, and I get it. None of the shots were going down, but at the same time, take a look at this. Take a look at this. I know I'm harping on it, but this bothers me a lot. Man, shoot your team out. If you're a star player, shoot your team out of the game. Don't keep your weapons holstered. Shoot your team out of it. Star player, MVP level player, and you wave the white flag. You don't even come out for the fourth quarter. I get it. I get it. It's tied at 2 games apiece. You're going back home. I get it. You're probably not making the comeback anyway. Why exert more energy? I get it. It's a bad look, though. I agree with everybody. I think it's a perfect way of saying it. It's a bad look. I don't like the mentality. I don't like the energy. Spock hits his free throw. I don't like it at all. Christian said, Cavs could have made the series somewhat competitive, but Coach Kenny forgot what a timeout was. Coach Kenny forgot a lot about basketball. I think he's been genuinely horrendous. Horrendous. And they intentionally fouled, 3:30 to go. They got Nikola Topic on the court, and that's going to wrap it up, and there's really no reason to hang around in this one. This one is done. They did get the layup to go, so it's a 20-point game, but that's going to wrap it up right there. Mark said, lame on OKC's part. I hope this is a severe turning point in the series. I hope so, too. It could be. I don't know how much more I could harp on it. I really don't like waving the white flag like this. Like, at least come out, put up a couple of shots. If by the 7-minute mark, nothing's really going down and it's still a 20-point game and you want to, at that point, maybe wave the white flag, okay, time winding down. You're not getting to that spot. You're not knocking shots down. It's not happening tonight. It's already a 20-point deficit. It was already unlikely. Okay. To not even try? To not even say, like, Coach, I'm coming out. Like put me, like, at the 9-minute mark, be like, Coach, put me back in. Like, it's a 20-point, like, put me back in. Let me jack up a couple of shots here, see what we got. I don't like it. I hate it, actually. I hate it. TD Warning said, to be fair, the Cavs, there is still one more game. Very slim chance. That Cavs team, they quit. They quit, brother. They stopped guarding. With 2 minutes to go in the previous game, they stopped guarding, and Jalen Brunson walked into the lane for an easy layup. It is over. It is over. Just that's a holiday tomorrow? It is a holiday tomorrow. It is a holiday tomorrow. CEO King said, why empty half the bench in the top of the fourth quarter? Empty the rest of the bench? Don't make sense? Yeah. I wanted to check real quick before we sign off here. Last thing we'll check is the quarter-by-quarter scoring. 28. Oh, no, that's the Spurs. 19 for the Thunder. 19 in the second for the Thunder. 22 in the third. Slightly better. But only 15 in the fourth so far. One of their lowest scoring games. Probably in their like competitive window era here. I don't know how many years it's been. What, 3 years now? 3-4 years it's been for the Thunder. They've been a legitimately like competitive playoff team. And they are on the verge of scoring less than 80 points here tonight. Don't like that at all. Christian said, I'm surprised the league didn't catch on to that. Many defensive schemes would pressure to keep them out of the paint. What do you mean? Pressure who? Keep who out of the paint? Because they are pressuring the Thunder to keep them out of the paint. They're loading up on SGA as a ball handler and forcing guys to knock down perimeter shots, and they aren't knocking down perimeter shots. Nagyak said, all eyes on SGA is working. Yeah, I mean, it's easier. Listen, it is fair to say it's easier to do that when there's no J-Dub and there's no A.J. Mitchell to take some of the ball handling pressure and attacking and the rim pressure away from SGA. But as they are running up the score, and I love that. 100-75, by the way, now. 3-1 is over. 2-2 is best of 3 now. Yeah. And look, 2 of those games are going to be in Oklahoma City. They have the advantage still. But I don't like it. Kelly Olynyk gets yet another steal over to McLaughlin. Swings it out to Johnson. He'll line up a 3. He'll miss it. Jay will the rebound. All right. Okay, Hazy, Spurs just not snatching that ball away, yeah. Bruce Fowler said, what if the Knicks had raised the white flag in game 1? Shaking my head. Yeah, exactly. Now, that was more of a detrimental thing as Isaiah Joe knocks down a step back 3. That was more of a detrimental game loss because it was game 1 and the Knicks were at home. And this is game 4 of a series that you're leading 2-1 in, and it's at San Antonio, so it's on the road. I get it. Like I said, it makes sense. Like, just rest the guys. We still have the advantage. It'll be tied to 2 games apiece. We're going back home. I get it. Sure, we can rationalize that. It's a rational thought to have. I don't like it, though. I don't like it. You are messing with the basketball gods by not competing to the end here. And you had an opportunity. I'm not even saying they had to play the whole fourth quarter and pretend hustle and try to make this comeback happen. But you don't even play a single second in the fourth quarter. You don't try to come out and jack up a couple of shots, see if you got anything going. Not once, not one time are you even looking to come into the game. I don't like it at all. Just that said, Wemby 33, 8, and 5 responded nicely. Yes, indeed he did. Ruzande said, but the Knicks are supposed to fear the Thunder, and they just waved the flag. Both of these teams are beatable. Just like the Knicks, all three of these teams are beatable. All three of these teams have flaws that can be exploited. It's just about execution. And now at this point with the Thunder dealing with major injuries. Spurs dealing with a couple of major injuries. The Knicks are the healthiest team remaining, and they might get yet another week off by possibly sweeping the Cavs tomorrow. And that's going to wrap it up. 4 seconds to go. They're going to dribble out the clock. 103-82. They did get over 80. 82 points is what the Thunder are going to end up with. I guess we can give them their 80 points here. Yak said, I can't see Brunson and Hart laughing on the bench down 20. Neither can I, Yak. Neither can I. 1,000% agree. Mike Sleva said, I don't believe the Thunder ever had a lead in the game. They did. They led for, I think, 2% of the game, 1% of the game. Very, very, very early. We can tell because if we go to the team stats and we scroll all the way down, their largest lead of the game was 1 point. And they led for 3% of the game. It's as close to a wire-to-wire victory without it actually being one that you could get. 19, 19, 22, and 22. Yep. Disastrous night offensively for the Thunder, who end the night shooting 6 for 33 from three-point range. A couple of heaves at the end in the fourth quarter there where the game was already decided that they knocked down. It was worse than that. Much worse than that. But that's going to wrap it up. The game is officially over. We filibustered all the way to the very end, so we hung out to the end of the game anyway. But I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. Shout out everybody in the chat. Shout out everybody for hanging out with us. Appreciate you guys. And shout out all the channel members, whether you were gifted a membership, if you decided to become a member all on your own. I appreciate you guys nonetheless. And shout out everybody for generously, very generously tonight. I thank you guys. Can't thank you enough for helping out, supporting the community financially. I very much appreciate it. Every single penny this channel generates goes into a separate... I say this all the time because I just want you guys to know. This is not going into my pockets. This is going into this community's pockets. This is for all of us, right? This is for the channel to be better, to be able to make more content, to be able to hire an artist, to make thumbnails, or to, an editor to eventually edit videos and stuff like that I just don't have time to do. So I appreciate you guys. Shout out Tay Cowboys for generosity. Rob P, extreme generosity tonight for my guy Rob P. I appreciate you. And he upped his membership as well, supporting as much as he can. I appreciate you, Big Dog 9 with Dimitri. Also tonight as well with a very generous super chat. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me all night long. We're going to do it again tomorrow, and tomorrow should be a fun celebration, man. Tomorrow, bring the brooms, y'all. Bring the brooms. The only thing necessary to get into the party is you got to bring a broom. You got to bring a broom. If you bring a broom, it's free entry. You walk up to the front of the door, and we're inspecting you for your broom. Bring the broom, and you have free entry. Bring the broom to the show tomorrow. It is sweep time for the second consecutive series for the New York Knicks. We're going for the sweep. So I appreciate you guys. Remember, brush your teeth before bed, stay hydrated, and I'll catch you on the next one. Good night, everybody. Bye.